Yeah. Yep. We in the
We
building.
live?
Do it.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah. So wow. Yeah, huh? So, yeah.
Yeah, you already know the vibes.
Turn
You
the
know what it
volume
is.
still down a little bit. All right, we good.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what the vibes. You know what it is. You know what it is. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And you
Yo,
know,
help us share too. Help
yeah,
us.
press Sean in the building. We see you. Raphael, we see you. You
Shout to
feel me?
Gold. That's my guy.
Yeah, so boom. You know what you got to do. Press the share button. Listen to my music while we share. You already know the vibes.
Appreciate y'all.
The thrill of victory comes with the agony of defeat. This life ain't for everybody. You don't know what it cost me, but no pressure. No pressure. I was made for this life. No diamonds. Made for this life. No diamonds. No pressure. No diamonds.
If you say I'm taking L's, you must mean lessons. And after every struggle, I receive blessings. You never catch me folded when God's testing. Cause I'm blessed and highly favored, picture me stressing. I break rules, run hard and pay dues. You could catch me putting in work while they snooze. They too scared to move, too concerned with others' views. And they never achieve greatness, they too scared to lose. Real nigga cloth is in my stitch. That Alexis ain't grace, no bitch. Sometimes things go south and niggas leave and branch off. But on the squad, I never switch. I'm a street paver. I've been putting in work, give me my respect. Y'all trying to play your cards, I'm trying to stack the deck. I've been putting in work, give me my respect. Y'all trying to play your cards, I'm trying to stack the deck.
The thrill of victory comes with the agony of defeat. This life ain't for everybody. You don't know what it cost me, but no pressure. No pressure. I was made for this life. No diamonds. Made for this life. No diamonds. No pressure. No diamonds.
Heard it through the grapevine that they hating on us. Food for thought, why you think they always waiting on us? Ace popper, showstopper, the doctor's in. Here's a shot, 100 proof they never count me in. Call a spade a spade. Private island, Henny gods, palm trees, watch me pave the way. Get in and I whip it, call it anime. FDR, 95, we headed out of state. Money lock confinement. No pressure, no diamonds. Exchange ain't what's in common, cause the sense ain't what's in common. Common sense ain't never stopping. Another speaking metaphorically, scorching beats, no for heat, blue cane if we talking feet. Moon walking through the galaxy, substance spit of the real controls the alchemy.
The thrill of victory comes with the agony of defeat. This life ain't for everybody. You don't know what it cost me, but no pressure. No pressure. I was made for this life. No diamonds. Made for this life. No diamonds. No pressure. No diamonds.
You already know the vibes. We back. You know what I mean? We back like Cook. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo, I can't believe they
Shout
just
out
did
to the
that.
guys in the building. Kev in the building. Raymond in the building.
Yeah. Shout to y'all,
Matt
man.
Kenzo
Appreciate y'all.
in the building. Joey Banks in the building. We see y'all. You heard?
Yes, indeed,
So
man.
boom. The first thing before we do anything, I gotta say it again. Oh, let me post the link in there too. Yo, if you haven't already, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, she was good, man.
And y'all act like y'all don't want to win no tickets.
Yo, man, these great tickets too. Y'all got 32 days from that game,
yeah.
and it's a home opener. Like,
Y'all act like y'all ain't trying to win no tickets in these streets.
yeah,
man.
and been a lot of conversation about Cam Thomas. Excuse me, y'all gonna see him play. Y'all definitely gonna see him play in that preseason game. He's definitely him and Sharp is definitely the rookies that's gonna get minutes for sure, and expect to see them play a lot of the minutes in that game.
Hold on, I'm trying to post the link to
Yeah. Yo, and help me share. I just got blocked by Facebook for sharing too much. Like, this is crazy. Like, check us out on YouTube, man. Subscribe to our YouTube.
So boom, right? I just posted the link into the information about how you can enter the raffle. You feel me? Go into the raffle, man. It's only $5. you get a chance to win 2 tickets to the preseason game on October 8th against the Milwaukee Bucks. Nets versus Bucks. You feel me? It's only
Word.
$5, man. And
Exactly,
you could enter the raffle as many times as you like, man.
Of course.
Word. So
Of course. And again, it's great seats, man. It's like the lower deck than the upper deck. You damn near smell sweat. They're really good seats, and you could definitely hear players probably talking shit too. You know
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
fact. That's a big
It's
fact.
it's close. You know what I mean?
It's a
So
big
shout out to
fact.
everybody that already in the raffle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they're looking like a landslide for you guys. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? If you're already in,
Yeah.
and because the tickets are gonna be yours. Like we're not gonna keep the tickets. Like
Yeah.
y'all gonna. Hey, it's the home opener. I'm hoping a Brooklyn Net fan get it. That's
Yeah,
what
listen,
I care
man. I don't know. The way it's looking, a Knicks fan might win.
about. Yeah, it might happen.
Yo, but for real, they're really good. They're really good seats. Each raffle ticket is only $5. We're gonna do the drawing October 1st. I pinned a link to the information that you need to enter the raffle in the comments. So yeah, get to it. You feel me? When is it over, Joey Banks? When is it over? We're going to do the drawing on the 1st. So what is that? 31 days or 30 days? 30.
Nah, they got about less than that.
Whatever day is before the 1st.
Yeah.
That Thursday before that Friday, which is the 1st,
Mhm.
that's when the raffle is closing. You feel me?
I got 20 something, like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Now it's more like 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks. So yeah. Get it while the getting's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, Ray. Unfortunately, mandated vaccines, bro. You feel me? Like definitely mandated vaccines. Keep that in mind.
Yep.
You feel me? But if you haven't already, do the thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Get in the
jump
raffle.
Yeah. And again, this is not just hopefully you guys want the tickets. We want y'all to be part of the show too. So like if you go there, you know what I'm saying? Like we try to split it live, or y'all could call up at least. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how the Brooklyn Nets is whooping the Bucks, because this is a revenge game, man. This is redemption season for the Brooklyn Nets, and this is a revenge game. And the talks between McBride and Cam Thomas is heating up. There has been a lot of contrast on my side with Cam Thomas. I got a lot of backlash for it too, but I stand on it though. I said Cam Thomas has the same points per game as AI did in college. And it was fair. When you looked at the stats, they shot about the same percentage and shot about, same amount of attempts, same amount of shots and made, and same amount of shots attempted. AI probably edged him a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
And he had more games. He had more games than he had a longer career. Basketball
did 2 years in
college career.
college.
Yeah, he did 2 years in LSU. I mean, Cam Thomas did LSU for 1 year. Yeah, AI went to Georgetown.
Yeah, absolutely. All day in America.
Yeah, Georgetown's one of the best. Ewing,
absolutely,
coached by George Thompson. Yeah, one of the greatest coaches. But before we get to that, I just wanted to fact check, because that's what I do. As soon as I go home, and you were right about Willis Reed. He was the Knick that was drafted and retired by the Knicks. It was 2 players. It was him and it was somebody else. I got it in the notes, but I just wanted to let you know I fact checked that. Nets don't have a player that was drafted and retired, and I think we might have that in Cam Thomas. But this list is I think it'll happen. But again, I think it is debatable to say whether or not he'll stay with us for a long time. But I feel like that Cam Thomas is something a coach like Steve Nash should look forward to, being in his second year, having a successful draft class like we did. I think the organization is looking for a player to build around, because fans like you and other fans was, say the big 3, and it's true. How long we going to have the big 3? These guys are in their prime now. We don't know how long their careers are going to be, how long it's going to be. And I think the organization is trying to move forward to, build with a player. We did that a few times. We did it with Kenny Anderson, didn't work out. Did it with Derek Coleman, didn't work out. These guys were top picks, like top number 1 picks. You know what I'm saying? And Cam, even him being a 27th pick, I only put it in contrast to say, when we tried to rebuild, we did it with those players. It didn't work. We got far. We went to the finals. It was I think Kenyon Martin was there.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, as far as the players that we drafted, Kenyon Martin's one, Kenny Anderson's another one, and Derek Coleman is another one. And I call it the dry zone effect. When Petrovic died in, I think, 92, 93 season, the Nets kind of collapsed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the morale wasn't there. We never replaced dry zone Petrovic. You know what I'm saying? And, the team kind of got disassembled after that. Kenyon got traded for 3 first-round picks. DC, he wanted out. He went to Philly, and we got Sean Bradley for him. That's crazy. Kenny, yeah, I know. Kenny Anderson, he got traded. But that was just, I forget for who, but no, I think he got traded to Charlotte for Kendall Gill. Remember Kendall Gill? Yeah, that's how he got to be a Net. He was in the trade with Kenny Anderson. Yeah, I said that to say that we tried to build from draft, and it wasn't successful for a long time. And we went out and we was getting, you see Sean Marks, he like 2nd-year players and stuff like that, stuff. They don't necessarily have to be a rookie or nothing like that. And I feel like Cam Thomas, to reiterate my point, I said all I had to say, that this is a draft class that we're going to build around with Cam Thomas and Day'Ron Sharpe specifically.
Cam Thomas won't be there after his 3rd year.
You say this because that's a blank statement. Like, but why you say that?
I say this because this is how normally the NBA works. He wasn't a high draft pick. He's going to have limited opportunity to show what he's worth. You feel me? And
I disagree.
He is going to have limited opportunity. Hey, bro, like, he's a guard, and you have 2 of the best guards in the NBA. Like, so his opportunity to play is going to be limited. Like, I mean, not only to play, but to, like, be like the guy. Like, he's a shooter, and he's a volume shooter. You feel me? And he's not going to have those opportunities that he's used to.
I don't know. So, like, one to contrast that or debate that, Rondo, he's a player that when he got to Boston, he didn't really do nothing as a rookie.
That's cap.
I mean, he didn't win it. He didn't win to his 4th year with Boston.
But he already showed, by his 1st year, he was already showing signs that he was really good. And you can't contrast him to Rondo because they played 2 different games.
I'm not saying style of play wise. I mean, like, he wasn't, in my opinion, I was saying that, like, I don't think, like, far as effectiveness, like, and that's what we discussed in the impact of Cam Thomas from his 1st to 3rd year. You say he get traded his 3rd year. I feel like matching or comparing it to Kobe's first rookie season, Kobe put up like 7 points in 15 minutes. I feel like Cam Thomas is
a different era. This is a different era. You talking about an era where
he good at.
An era where, teams held on to players longer. Like, this is not that era. I think he has a because he was a late draft pick. I think he has a 1-year contract or a 2-year, something like that.
I'll get into the contracts. I'm not sure yet.
But anyway, like, whenever his contract is up, the probability that he stays is slim.
I think it's great. I think it's great because, again,
especially if y'all re-sign the big 3.
Well, we resigned KD. We resigned. It looked like we're gonna resign Kyrie and Harden, and I still feel like they're gonna fit him in the budget because they know that
there is no budget.
I think. Well, again, I still feel like Sean Marks, for all of the stuff that he's been pulling out the bag, been able to cut into the luxury tax. We're getting so cool. We just got another player. It's the hard part of the show. His first name is Devontae. We could leave it there and just go.
I don't know who it is regardless.
All right, we'll just call him DC. You could see his real name. You know what I'm saying? We'll call him DC for short. Yeah. He's a player that's going to be trying to earn minutes on the roster. He's going to be fighting for playing time. And that's where we win at. We win when the players are trying to fight for playing time. And I watch his highlights. He's good around the basket. He's a 2-way player. He plays defense. He grabs boards, and he's good around the basket. He don't necessarily create his own shot, but he's always around the basket. And the reason why I say Cam is going to get minutes and time and shots is because all the guys we went to off the bench are gone. I reiterate, TLC, Shamit, these guys, they put up a lot of shots. If you look at their shot selection, these guys were getting maybe 5 to 10, maybe sometime even more, 10 to 15 shots. And again, with that production being gone, we can't rely, and we've seen that. We see trying to rely all our offense in the big 3, and it didn't work. So what we do at the end of the press conference when we lost to the Bucks,
That's not the part that didn't work. The part that didn't work is because y'all wasn't really good defensively and y'all
That's
couldn't
part of
rebound.
it.
That's the part that didn't
That's
work. It
part of
wasn't
it.
the part that y'all were relying on the big three for offense. No, then when the big three is healthy,
Yeah, I
y'all
think so.
offensively, nobody could do anything with y'all. But what I'm saying is
we did
the
rely
problem.
on
Y'all did, because once they got injured, it wasn't really no backup plan. You feel
Exactly.
me? And I don't think
Cam Thomas.
I don't know if he's the answer, man.
He is.
I don't, because shooting 40-something% ain't gonna cut it, bro.
I'm
It's
telling you,
not.
bro. Look, again, you gotta see his mind frame. He knows what he did, and he said that he's willing to adjust. Like I said, he could be coached, and that's significant for Steve Nash being the second-year coach. You know, there's a lot of pressure on Steve.
A lot
Nash,
of people
you know
say
what I
a
mean?
lot of things, but none of it's true until you see it.
I think it's gotta be a humbling experience for a player like Cam Thomas to be playing with Kyrie, KD, and Harden. You know, regardless of how good you may think you are, to be playing in the big leagues now.
All right, I get that part,
Yeah,
but
I
what I'm
think he's
saying
gonna be
is
humble.
this. There's one thing to say that you know you have to change your game, but actually be able to do it
Yeah.
and do it effectively is a different thing. You feel me?
I believe in him.
Yeah, like you can say all you want. I know what I have to do, but actually doing it is a whole nother thing. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like if somebody who's used to being a volume shooter their whole career,
Mhm.
you feel me? They first year in the NBA where the competition is way more strenuous than any other point in your life. You feel me? To say that, yeah, I'm just going to go and change the way I play my first year is that's a tall order, dog. Like,
Nah,
you feel me? That's a tall order.
I still feel like, again, what is asked from Cam Thomas, having the starting five the way we have, he's going to fall in line. Not to say it like that, but I don't see him being this, oh, give me the damn ball type of player.
That's not what I'm saying.
Right,
What
but
I'm saying is, great, he has the mindset that he needs to change his game, but actually being able to do it and do it effective. That's what my point is. You gotta wait.
I
and
believe
see,
in him. You don't.
because, bro, that's a tall order, bro. You've been a volume shooter your whole basketball career. You feel me? Your first year in playing against way more strenuous defense and
Strenuous. I wouldn't say that,
bro. Compared to college,
Yeah.
compared to high school, yes. You feel me?
Okay.
Yes. The defense is even though the defense of today's NBA is weaker than it was before, but compared to defense in the college and in high school, bro, come on.
Yeah, but
Like,
you know,
you playing
shooters-
against the best players every night. You feel me?
Yeah, but he's a competitor, man. He played it.
I understand that.
All like you said, all hit, and what led up to his basketball career, leading up to the NBA, he's the 27th pick. He got picked in the first round. You know, so regardless, when we just doing numbers, he's still the 27th pick. You know what I'm saying? So he has some type of potential, and I think, again, the interviews is why I feel like I could say all of this. You know, again, from perspective, we could debate this back and forth all day. But the question is, Sean even say he'll give me $100 if Cam Thomas have a better rookie season than RJ Barrett. I said,
yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, that you're gonna lose that.
Yo, but realistically, do we expect Cam Thomas to have 30 minutes per game? Because I seen RJ Barrett, that was his average per game.
Yep. And
So
started.
right. So that's what I'm saying. What the Knicks are asking from RJ Barrett coming into the league is not what we are asking Cam Thomas coming into the league. So, you know,
Because he's not that good.
I was listen. What I will say is this: we got Drazen Petrovic, and he was the 67th pick or something like that, or a second round pick, and he's probably better than RJ Barrett. Case in point is, you got players that's not necessarily the highest pick.
What was Petrovic's first 2-year numbers?
In the NBA? Because that's the top competition, right?
Yeah. What was his first 2-year numbers?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
No,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You compare Petrovic after he been in the league a few years, he was a bucket. You feel me?
No, that's true.
But what was his first 2-year numbers for you to sit there
right
and say that he's better than RJ
No,
Barrett?
I say he might have been better than he might have been. You know,
and you know, in the middle of his career, yes, you feel me? Petrovic played some years in the NBA, dog. Like,
yeah.
RJ Barrett is 20 years old,
Okay.
coming into his third year.
Well, I don't know how old he was when he got to the Jersey Nets in 90. But he averaged 12 points, and then the second year he averaged 20. But when he left, he averaged 22. So,
I got to look at the whole numbers.
Cam Thomas and RJ Barrett into the league at the same age. Cam Thomas is 19, RJ Barrett 19. I'm not the only one making these comparisons to Cam Thomas. He got the city talking. The city we run. He got the city talking. So this is what I'm trying to say. When you got all of this for him to learn from, like if he go into the locker room with an empty cup, he could learn a lot. He don't have to be the man. And this is what I'm saying is his advantage. He always had to be the man to score the basket and to make the bucket. Now he doesn't. He could do it more at a comfort zone, is what I'm saying. And
what I'm saying
I like what's going on.
What I'm saying is this, bro. Like he has to change his game, bro. What are we talking about? The same person?
Oh, Drazen Petrovic?
Yeah. I'm looking at his points per game. He didn't start scoring 20 points into his.
I said that, bro.
His fifth year into the league.
I said that. But I said maybe. Like I'm just, this
what
is what I
about?
know. But I didn't. The conversation was never with RJ and Cam Thomas. Somebody threw that at me.
No, I'm talking about.
I just meant
you said about
Petrovic.
Yeah, you said Petrovic. I'm looking at Petrovic's numbers.
Yeah.
Nah, RJ Barrett is way better than him.
Okay,
you feel me? Like
I won't debate that.
His career average is 15 points. RJ Barrett did that last year.
No,
17.
I'm not debating that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to debate that.
Bruh. Ooh, that was a good. Yeah, don't do that.
No, there's no reason to do that. But the fact is that Cam Thomas. Everybody's talking about Cam Thomas, not for no reason neither. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. They compare
everybody?
The Knicks fans is like comparing him to Deuce McBride.
Knick
fans, you want me to start getting their names and shit?
No, the reason why you talking about Knick fans,
they all the same to me.
You talking about Knick fans on your page?
No, this wasn't my page. That's the most interesting.
Which page is it? Like
I think the Knicks versus Nets page. But I be scrolling through mad different.
That's
shit.
why, you feel me? That's why, because it's the Knicks versus Net page. Of course, they're gonna compare the rookies. You feel me? Absolutely.
So it's a fair comparison.
It has to be, because they both rookies that's never played an NBA game. You feel me?
They betting now. They like, yo, Deuce McBride gonna have a better year than Cam
Absolutely,
Thomas.
all day in America.
So.
Absolutely, all day in America.
Especially when we win a championship. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
All day in America.
And we taking this one game at a time. You guys, chip this and chip that. Yo, we taking this one game at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, when I check the ABA stats, we won twice. You know what I'm saying? In ABA. Ironically, we won the same time y'all won the NBA championship. We won the ABA championship and y'all won the NBA championship.
Yeah,
it's like around the same year. I said that to say 4 teams came from the ABA to the NBA: the Spurs, the New York Nets, now the Brooklyn Nets, the Indiana Pacers, and I forget there's one more team. Who was it? But I said that to say the Spurs had the most success coming from the ABA to the NBA, and now they got 5 championships. And to add to my point, got guys like Sean Marks from the Spurs, won it with them from the ABA.
He ain't
franchise.
You know why the Spurs won, right?
I'm just saying,
because
basketball knowledge. Everything don't happen on the floor to win the game.
Bruh, they had Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
Yeah.
You feel me? That was the start. Then they get Tony Parker, and then they get Manu Ginobili. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah, like.
No, I'm just saying.
Other than that, it ain't really been that much success outside of that core of people. Timmy got 5 rings, right?
Timmy got 5.
Yeah, that's all the rings from that organization.
But the significance is that still a better organization than the Knicks.
They got 5
out of the ABA, and I think that's what's going to happen with us.
Cap,
we're going to be the next best team out of the ABA.
Yeah, that's not.
I think so, because again, personnel. Patty Mills, Aldridge, Sean Marks. We got personnel that got championships with Patty Mills and Sean
Aldridge
Marks.
Didn't win no championship.
I didn't say Aldridge.
You did.
I
You said Aldridge personnel.
Yeah, I said, but I didn't mention him in the championship. Like I said, Patty Mills and Sean Marks, they the ones who got the championship, and now they on our team, and they're gonna bring that experience from San Antonio.
That's like saying you're gonna win a championship because you had Robert Horry. You feel me? Like, no, Robert Horry helped, but
he did help. Don't speak bad about Robert Horry.
But what I'm saying is, it was the other guys who got them to that place where he was able. Like Patty Mills is not. If it falls on Patty Mills' shoulder, Patty Mills is not Robert Horry.
That's not our situation, though. You know what I'm saying? We don't need, please. We ain't worried about Patty Mills being Robert Horry.
But you talk about him like he is, like because he's won a championship, that he's going to be like the cog that keeps the engine running. Like,
listen, the significance of Patty Mills is that he stays healthy a lot. 1, 2, he has experience, and Nash is a second-year coach. 3, he can facilitate the ball, and more important than anything, he stays healthy. As you know, injuries plagued the Nets for years. You know what I'm saying? Not just this era with the big 3, but just doing research, digging in the crates. This ain't the first rodeo for injuries, the injury bug to hit the Nets. So case in point is, a player like Patty Mills would have him missing 11 games in 6 years is impressive. And we're going to need that. You know what I mean? We see how the team played when Harden didn't have Kyrie and KD, and it was amazing. We don't expect them to do that, but he could do some of it. You do know
Patty Mills was part of the Spurs teams who missed the playoffs for like the first time in like 11 or some double-digit number years. Like, he was a part of that team. Him and LaMarcus Aldridge, both of them, part of the team that took a team that was known for great success and long-term glory, and they were a part of the team that couldn't make the playoffs. Just want to throw that out there.
We'll hold that, you know what I'm saying? But we're not going to miss the playoffs from now on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about all that, but
like, I feel like, especially this year,
I definitely give you like the next 3 years.
They gave in the power rankings, they said we're going to be 58 and 24. I seen the word on the NBA streets. They saying we're going to be the top 3. Somebody put the Knicks at 3. It was the Bucks, us, and the Knicks. And that's a tall order.
It's a possibility.
It's a tall order.
It is like I would like to say that it's probably unlikely, but it's a possibility.
58-24, I felt was respectful. I didn't feel no type of way looking at that. Like, if that's our record, I could see that happening. You know what I'm saying? I think that's real expectations. You know what I'm saying? Again, with all of the pieces that we got a good team, but these are a lot of players that's playing on the team together for the first time. But we are lucky with situations like Bruce Brown and Sakou. They played on the same team together in Detroit. Patty Mills and Aldridge played on 3. This is the 3rd team they played on the same team. They did it in Portland, did it in San Antonio, and now they're doing it in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You see Blake, he played with Bruce Brown in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So we do have some cohesiveness. We kept Joey. He's the last player on the Brooklyn Nets. Everybody else, went somewhere else. Went somewhere else, and I feel like we do have some cohesiveness on offense, and this first game is going to be huge. This preseason is going to be huge, and it's going to show you why Cam Thomas and Sharp earn minutes to play in the regular season.
Yeah, he's going to be shooting 40% or lower, which is not good, bro.
But like you said, in the summer league, he was putting up wild shots. He's not going to get 30 shots in the preseason game, realistically.
And this what speaks to him being inefficient. Like, if he shoot 40%, you feel me, with less shots, what his numbers are going to look like. You feel me?
I think it's going to be better. I think you're going to shoot at a higher clip.
I doubt that. That's not usually how it works.
For Knicks players?
No, for players, period. Volume shooters usually don't get better with less shots. That's just not how it works.
When you're willing to adjust your game and you got players like to learn from, like, how you not going there humble with the kind of guys on your team?
Nobody said that he's not going to be. Bro, listen, that's the part that you keep on missing. You keep on going back to the same part that I'm not talking about. No, it's not.
It is.
It's not, because what I'm telling you is, bro, sometimes it's hard for people to adjust their games. This man has been playing. He said it himself. This is the way he's been playing the whole time. He's been playing basketball.
Right.
Now you telling me he's gonna come to the NBA and be efficient at taking less shots? That's a tall order, bro. I don't care who he's learning from. That's a tall order. You used to getting shots up, and now you be like, yo, nope, you're not gonna play the same kind of minutes, and you're not gonna get the same kind of shots. You feel me? And then you playing against tougher competition on a nightly basis. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's highly unlikely that he becomes more efficient with less shots.
Yeah, I hear that, but
Especially his rookie year. Like, I'm not saying that it can't happen down the line, but his rookie year, he gonna get more efficient with less shots against tougher competition. Yo, give us like 10 more minutes, y'all.
yeah, I appreciate.
Give us like 10 more
man.
minutes. 8 o'clock.
Right.
Or 8 o'clock. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just saying that is highly unlikely, bro. Like maybe down the line he can learn how to be more efficient with less shots. But his rookie year, taking less shots in a way different role than he's ever had to play his whole NBA career. I mean, his whole basketball career is just highly unlikely.
I feel like it'd be an easy adjustment because he has a playmaking ability. If you watch his game like I did, he has a ability to draw fouls. And with the new rules in play, it's going to be interesting to see because this is how he's going to earn minutes. This preseason, him versus the Bucks, him being aggressive as he is, being a playmaker the way he is, him knowing the importance of versus the Bucks. I'm telling you, whoever get those tickets, y'all going to be in for an exciting game. Expect Cam Thomas to have a great game. I'm saying, I don't know how many points he's going to score, but I think he plays well. And I think we win that game because it's in the Barclays. And we haven't taken a break for it. Barclays.
Kill me with that, bro. Learn how to pronounce your own arena.
Listen,
man.
KD, he went to the Olympics balling. You know what I'm saying? Nick fans putting weightlifting videos on my page. Like, stop it. I got KD going to the Olympics, man. What is y'all doing? So my point is that we still got that loss with us until we win it. Like, we understand as far as franchises is concerned. Listen, we know we the hungriest. We know we not a winning franchise for a long time. I mean, we really not a winning franchise. I know this. You know what I'm saying? The winning is going to come now. When we tried to make a surge in the 90s with Kid and Kenny A and etc.
It was the 2000s. Early 2000s.
Okay, yeah, the 2000s with Kid and Kenny A was in the 90s. Mm-hmm. So those are pretty much the two surges. We had high draft picks in the early 90s with DC and Kenny A, and then we got Kid in like the 2000s. Those is like the, you know what I mean, the times we had surges and we played well, and you know what I'm saying, we was going for the chip. You know what I mean, for the most part. So, you know, but when I looked at the who's successful in the NBA from top team to bottom team, real shit, we on the bottom. We one of the hungriest teams, and we one of the hungriest teams out of the ABA. We got something to prove. We got a chip on our shoulder. And I'm telling y'all that's why y'all either gonna move out the way or we gonna move y'all over. Like, we don't look at y'all like a threat. We look at y'all like y'all, I don't even know if y'all in the way because we swept y'all for real. So y'all gotta really prove to us that y'all even holding shit down. Otherwise, I mean, you see what we did. You see what we gonna do. And I know you're not scared. And this is what make it beautiful. The fact is this. The hunger that we got is what you seen with Blake in the playoffs when we went versus the Bucks. That scrappy shit, knowing he undersized, going against Giannis, still playing his hardest. You're going to see a lot of that from game one in the preseason. All passion. I guarantee it. Denzel voice.
Yo, man, this guy's comedy. So, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, right? I don't know what you like. You already know the vibes with the Knicks, bruh. Like, from what we were supposed to do last year to where we was, like, that says a lot. The fact that my team got better in two key pivotal positions, you feel me? That says a lot. You feel me? The fact that these rookies came in and played like they ready for the NBA, that says a lot. You feel me? Like, it's going to be, I mean, listen, you come to the Garden, you be prepared to work, man, because you're going to have to work. Every game, you're going to have to work. You come to the Garden, be prepared to work. You feel me? We got the best fans in the NBA. Like, come on, bro. Like you heard it.
Disrespectful.
You
man.
heard it. You heard it. Yo, you heard it when the Knicks was on in the playoffs. You heard how the Garden was rocking. You didn't hear that in the ball.
How you say? The loss or after the win?
You said you didn't hear that in the Barclays.
The Barclays.
You didn't hear that in the Barclays. You didn't hear that in the Hepatitis Center. You didn't hear that.
How much bragging can you do about?
Well, listen,
3 losses in the Garden.
Yo, listen, bro. What I'm saying is, you got 4 losses in the Barclays, and y'all went home.
Yeah,
Same way we went
about
home.
how the fans
but so what?
Like,
that's a part of the atmosphere.
Celebrating the L.
That's part of the atmosphere. You feel me? Huh?
Yo, man, y'all was disrespectful to Trae Young. He's son y'all.
I know. Don't talk about who son anybody. Giannis had a way better series than Trae against y'all than Trae Young had against us. What are you talking about? Well, yes, that's facts. If you look at the numbers, Giannis averaged more points. Of course, Giannis averaged more rebounds. Trae averaged more assists. But Giannis, like if you compared the rebounds versus assists, Giannis did better in a position that he wasn't supposed to do than Trae was supposed to do. Like Giannis is not really an assist guy. He had almost 4 assists.
They run the offense through Giannis.
Giannis, but he's not an assist guy. Giannis he's running dunk man.
My point is, Trae Young
but what I'm saying is
fucking head.
Giannis didn't have to do that. He just bust y'all ass. You feel me?
Nah.
He gave y'all 30 plus per game. You feel me? He averaged over 10 rebounds per game. You feel me? What are you talking about?
He only did that because Aldridge
What
wasn't
you talking about,
if
bro?
Aldridge wasn't there, that shit wouldn't happen.
Look. You need. I'm hearing excuses, bro. What's up? You need a sad song? You need a sad song,
bro.
You feel me? But what I'm saying is,
I'm not
he only did that because Aldridge wasn't there. Bro, listen. But the fact
you
that
see
the matter
what happened
is,
when Mitch wasn't there. You see Collins busting your ass.
I'm not making excuses. When have you ever say if Mitch was there? You didn't ever hear me say that. Never heard me say it.
Injury is not an excuse. A heart murmur.
No, I'm not saying anything.
That's not.
You sit here.
I'm talking about specific with Giannis. Y'all couldn't do nothing with Trae Young. Period. With the best, healthiest player y'all got,
bro. Listen,
what you talking about?
But you making excuses.
No, I'm
Giannis
saying
gave y'all work.
The healthiest player that y'all could have on Trae Young, and we gave y'all work.
And we took our L. We take our L. But what I'm saying is, Giannis had a better series. He had a better series versus y'all. So does he own the Barclays? Does he own the Barclays?
I never said that he owned the Barclays. The whole internet is saying Trae Young came to the Garden in a wrestling event and was like getting booed. The fucking wrestler had a Nick jersey on. They raised his hand.
I don't care about no damn
choking
wrestling.
People out on the ropes. Like he did that to the Garden.
Look,
like
that's entertainment.
Giannis can never do that to the Barclays.
They don't have wrestling events at the Barclays like that. What? No, WE.
Please, we just had the VMAs at the awards.
Nobody cares.
VMAs at awards at the Barclays. What you talking about?
I haven't watched the VMAs in like 10 years, bro. Like, who cares about the VMAs, dog?
You watched the wrestling event?
Nope. Don't care about that neither. That's my point.
Trae Young was in there violating.
I don't care about that neither.
I watched the clip a couple times, and I thought it was hilarious. You know, he was walking in like Hulk Hogan and shit, like, talking shit,
That's true, but he went home just like everybody else.
Check, the Garden is still paying him to visit.
No, not the Garden.
To y'all.
WWE paid him.
Why they couldn't do that in Atlanta?
Well, because the WWE was here. What do you? The event was here.
Like, why invite Trae Young? Why not Randall? Why not RJ Barrett?
Because it's the WWE, not Madison Square. Bro, what is wrong with this guy?
Disrespect.
Vince McMahon pays people to do shit like this because that's what Vince McMahon does.
I love it.
Because it's fake and it's entertainment. He knows it's going to get a rise out of the crowd. You feel me? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
You ever been to the wine and dine?
Big capping. But
he
still ain't talking about how Giannis had a better series.
Giannis played great.
He had a better series.
Giannis played great. Listen, he played great. He had a supporting cast, and it wasn't just about Giannis. I feel like the reason why we lost is because of the defense. They had we had the most potent offense, and they kept us under 100 points like twice. So they played really great defense. I don't think it was all about Giannis, and I think he
had a better series.
But
it wasn't all about Trae Young. Trae Young had more double-digit scorers on his team than Giannis.
My point was saying that he came back to the Garden without the season, like basically shitting on y'all. You know how birds, like Biggie said, shit on y'all unexpectedly, like bird shit. That's what Trae Young did. You ain't know he was going to pull up.
It's wrestling. It's fake.
Yo.
It's fake.
Well, it's not
Like-
fake. You ever been to the Wine and Dine, Clyde's Wine and Dine? They closed it.
So
I trolled it. They closed it. What happened?
COVID.
I
But-
trolled it.
Yo,
They
first of
closed
all,
it.
you
What
gotta stop
happened?
giving yourself as
I
much
trolled
credit
it.
as
They
you do.
closed it. What happened?
You didn't troll, bro. You trolled big. You call that trolling, right? First of all, you have nothing to do with that.
Listen,
First of all,
it's closed.
Restaurants are closed all around New York City due to COVID.
But not Clyde's Wine and Dine.
Can Clyde get customers to come without mandates? Does he have special privileges in New York City? No, he does not.
No, because he a Knicks
Get
fan and I
outta
trolled
here,
him.
bro.
And when
What
I
you-
troll
you-
Knicks players or Knicks fans, it gets
You
spooky.
just be up here saying anything. It don't have to make sense.
That was
You
great
just, I'm
work.
just gonna say anything.
That was great troll work.
No, it wasn't. Who this?
Hello?
Yo, who run the city? Who this?
How you doing? This is Nick Cavelli.
Oh, the guy. What's
Oh,
going
yeah.
on?
He appears. Where you was at? You was ghost, man. I did a vlog. You wasn't going. What happened?
That's good. Check this out, baby. I see what you're doing, man.
What's good? What's good, man?
What's good?
ABA talk. But I want to thank you for sweeping up the golf, man. I gotta pay you later, all right? I'm gonna give you your work schedule for the following week.
Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that.
And I just want to know that I'm gonna dock your pay a little because you're talking that bullshit.
I like
More
that.
kids is watching, baby.
Oh, man.
Kids is up. It's the weekend, and we talking this ABA bullshit.
No, I didn't. What you didn't like?
I
What?
hope you was doing your homework.
Yeah.
Because this ain't no trick, ain't none of that. Solomon is my man, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
he cool
But I
people
gotta
for real.
ask him two questions.
Go ahead.
Who the fuck the kid is?
What?
Wait, you were breaking up.
Do you know who Jason Kidd is?
Yeah, I know Jason Kidd.
Describe him, because I don't like what you know what he look like?
He funny. Jason Kidd did a lot
Do
for
you
the.
know who
Jason,
Jason Kidd is?
Yeah,
I
Jason-
mean, you jumping this Flynn fan bandwagon bullshit. You're a Brooklyn
Oh,
Nets
man.
fan, but do you know who Jason Kidd is?
I know who Jason Kidd is, man. I follow
What
Jason.
he look like?
Jason Kidd, light skin, point guard, 6'4".
Listen, if I was to put out a missing file report on Jason Kidd, would you be able to describe him? No.
Of course, I know who Jason Kidd is, man. He was a great net player. He's one of the best point guards the Nets ever had.
Yo, this is what I want to know, man. Real talk, man.
What's up?
I want to know who team you repping, how long you been repping the team. Let's start with the American Nets. How long you been down with the American Nets?
No,
Wasn't born there, right?
no. To answer your question, I started following. I
Was
became
you
big
rocking
fan.
them when they was the Long Island Nets?
No, I started.
So was you rocking them when they was the help me out, because you know y'all like the no man's.
Let me answer your question.
Travel the world.
I'm gonna answer your question. I started following the the Nets when they came to Brooklyn. Before that, I was a fan of players and
Stop lying to the people, man. Stop
bro,
lying to
I
the
never,
kids.
yo, I
Talking
never
all this
said that.
fucking
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nets shit. Y'all haven't accomplished anything,
Yes, we
so
did.
therefore you need to take a back seat, man.
Yo, Nick
Yes, we
Cavelli,
did,
yo,
man.
Nick Cavelli, we got
making room. We got
hold
elbow
on,
room out here.
Yo, Nick Cavelli, we gotta let you go so somebody else could call in, Brody. I appreciate you want to call up.
And then Nick Cavelli gonna hang on. I want to know when is he available for next week's schedule, man. Next week on Wednesday.
Don't
Yo.
worry, you gonna see me at the Garden one
All
of
right,
these
man.
days.
All right, yo, Nick Cavelli, appreciate you want to call up, Brody.
All right, man. It was nice talking, but we got to do this again, man.
Yes,
Of
sir.
course. Call back.
All right,
I'm being nasty with this ABA bullshit next talk.
All right,
All right?
man.
All right.
Come on now.
man.
Let's save the babies, man. Let me do it, man. The kids is watching. It's disgusting. I like what you're doing. But when you talk that Brooklyn that shit that have no legacy, it becomes
Oh,
tiring
man.
and nasty.
Yo,
All right,
yo,
let's
appreciate
go,
you,
man.
bro.
Let's go. I'm with it.
Later.
All right,
Yo.
later.
Yeah, that was funny.
Shout out to Nick Cavelli.
Yeah, shout out to Nick
Shout out to
Cavelli.
Nick Cavelli.
Word, y'all should go subscribe to his YouTube too. Yeah, I mean,
Subscribe, yeah.
or he be doing this thing. I be tuned in.
Yeah, he do. I tuned in. I seen a couple of videos that he did, a few
Yeah.
videos, you know what I'm saying? And he definitely be putting in a lot of work. So shout out
Yeah.
to Nick Cavelli.
Yo, he ain't gonna give you a work schedule.
Excuse me, that's funny. That is funny. Word, because that was troll work too. I was at the Garden with the broom because we swept, y'all.
listen.
That's where the broom came from. You know what I'm saying?
first
It
of
was
all,
the same broom we
I
swept
want to go
y'all
back
with.
to this slander you bring in the Walt Clyde Frazier's fine establishment, man.
Yo, man, I
you
trolled
gotta-
it. They closed.
Nah, you had nothing to
that's
do
the
with
timeline,
that.
man.
Nah, you had nothing to do with that.
Hey,
It the time that we in COVID did what it did to a lot of restaurants and fine eateries in New York City. You feel me? And Clyde's Wine and Dine is extremely fine eatery. You feel me? I've been there. I had a swish and edition. It was delicious. Yeah,
Okay.
Clyde's Wine and Dine will be. Where can you go anywhere in the Barclays and eat and shoot basketball?
It wasn't.
You feel me?
It wasn't in the garden.
I know, but I'm saying
So what
it's
you doing?
after the Knicks. You feel me? Do you have any Brooklyn net establishment where you could go and eat, shoot baskets, have a great time, have signature drinks named after the commentators? You feel me? Like, can you do that?
You mean that's what y'all
Anywhere?
had? Past tense?
Can you do that? Have you ever had it?
Nah, we.
Oh
never
yeah,
had
all
it.
right. All
Never
right,
had
put
it.
some respect on a champion's name,
Okay.
dog. You feel me? Two-time champion. Put some respect on a champion's
I
name.
respect
Boy, you out here
I
talking
respect
crazy.
it. No.
I true was
Hey.
why did I so I closed it. Nah,
Hey,
you put
I
some
said-
respect. You didn't do
No,
none of that.
I
You
said
didn't close
I
nothing.
trolled Clyde's Wine and Dine, and the next thing I know, they closed.
Yo, listen, man.
I'm not saying it's because of me. I'm just saying I called
you don't
up.
need to say anything. Then.
Listen, all right.
You don't need to say
Listen,
anything.
You
then.
say that, but when I called up, they was on their tippy toes,
No,
on
they
their
wasn't.
heels.
No, they wasn't.
Trying to
I
figure
watched.
out. It was suspense.
I watched it. It was none of that. I watched it.
I
It was
seen
none
the
of that.
tension. It was
No,
so
it was- it
thick
was-
you
it
could
was none
cut
of
it
that.
with a knife.
Why you cap it? It was none of that.
Who that?
JJ
Oh,
Jackson
man.
was good, brother.
What's good?
Yeah, you
What's
know the
good,
vibes.
what's good?
I got a question.
We'll run
for
the city.
Solomon. What's his definition of playmaking?
Who-
Because I heard Cam Thomas is a playmaker.
Yeah,
He said what's the definition of playmaking?
playmaking, able to draw a foul or create a shot for himself or others.
Yeah. Second part,
That's
yeah.
not playmaking.
Second part.
Okay,
absolutely.
so what's playmaking?
That's not playmaking at all. I thought you knew stuff about basketball. What's going on? Playmaking has nothing to do with fouls.
Okay,
Playmaking
so
is
tell me.
making a play. That's
So
called passing. Assist people. That's what like people like Jason Kidd, people like Chris Paul. Those are playmakers.
mhm.
Yeah.
LeBron, I'm not gonna use LeBron. James Harden's not really a playmaker. He's just a scorer.
Yo, cut the phone off, bro. I can't believe you just said that shit, bro. Did you say that James Harden is not? Come on, bro. All right. Listen.
I'm gonna get back to my next point real quick. Real quick.
Please. T-Time ain't even want to save you. He just said that.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit you up on Facebook with that.
Please, man.
I'm gonna hit you up
I
on
don't need to-
Facebook with
I don't need to say it. You're doing a great job.
Bro, you trying to cross a alligator pond on a string, bro. Don't cross this. Don't cross. Yo, shout out to JJ Jackson.
Shout out to the
man.
guy.
Yo, man. Listen, he in the raffle. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's either up to listen, man. It's a few people in there, but I don't know who going.
I would love nothing more for JJ Jackson to win these tickets and show up in the Barclays
And
in
watch
full
us win.
in full Nick gear. I would never. That would actually make my whole entire day.
Watch us win. Watch us win versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Show up. Or whoever. Huh? Versus the
Yeah, the
Milwaukee
champions.
Bucks. Yeah, we respect them. You know what I'm saying? We respect them. The second guy that was retired a Knick, got drafted as a Knick and retired a Knick was Bill Bradley.
Yeah,
Played from 1967 to 1977.
I told you it was the old guys, man.
So, and that was a 10-year tenor, but the more popular guys that we know, you know what I'm saying? They they fucking nice, man. It's not like you can't even stay one play on one team if you ain't great. You know what I'm saying? Dirk Nowitzki leads with 21 seasons with the Dallas Mavericks. Kobe right behind him with 20. Tim Duncan with 19. John Stockton with 19. Reggie Miller with 18. Udonis Haslem with 18. Like, yo, Manu Ginobili with 16. John Havlicek with the Boston Celtics, 1962 to 1978. 16 years. I don't know who Dolph Shays is. Some of these people I know, I mentioned the ones that I know. Elgin Baylor for the Minneapolis, Los Angeles Lakers, 14 years. Jerry West, same team. David Robinson, 14 years. Bill Russell, 13 years. And you said what, they won 11? God, that's dominance, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, like Bill Russell was the fastest, highest jumping thing in the NBA at that time.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't a lot of black guys playing back then.
Yo, Larry Bird with 13, Magic Johnson with 13, Kevin McHale, Isaiah Thomas with 13. Like, yo, these players, they stay. Stephen Curry is on the list with 12.
Yeah. Wardell
Jr. Well, how many he got?
Yeah, you said that's Steph.
Oh, yeah.
Wardell.
All
That's
right,
his
what the
real
hell are you
name.
talking about?
That's his real name, Wardell.
Okay, Julius Erving, 11 with the Sixers. Wow. Okay, so he went to the Philly and then he stayed his whole career in Philly. Okay.
Who that?
Again?
Yo, Nicovelli. Nah, you banging on him. Yo, Nicovelli. Yo, we only do one call ups, man. I'm sorry. I hung up on my uncle one time too for the same thing, bro. We only do one call ups so we can keep the line open for we can have other callers. We appreciate your enthusiasm.
That's
you
fact.
feel me? But we trying to keep it fair because I've hung up on family members for this.
That's a fact. Shout out to Uncle Sid.
Word.
Shout out to Uncle Sid.
I hung up on family members for this, bro. Yeah. So my apologies, bro. But we only do one call up at a time so we can keep the line open. You know what I mean? Because if that's the case, people be calling 3-4 times and nobody ever be able to. You know what I mean? Yeah. So But yeah. Say what you gonna say.
Now I was saying that to say, it's not a handful, but it's a small group of players that actually got drafted and stayed with the team. You know what I'm saying? And coincidentally, these guys are champions too. Not all of them, right? But some of them are champions. And I guess that's the reason why they will have a long tenure. Because as you can see with the NBA, it's a lot of trades, a lot of drafts.
I definitely think it has a lot to do.
Not free agents.
Success to me also has a lot to do with talent, and it also has a lot to do with consistency, right? So it's very hard for every other year you have a different coach. You have different players. Yeah. You know what I mean? Before you develop any kind of, consistency in program. Yeah. Like you do have situations that come along like Toronto. You feel me? Well, but that system was pretty much there. They just added Kawhi. You feel me? Like, right. but that leads to my point as well. You feel me? Like consistency. Like if you look at most of the teams who won in recent years, they had a consistent team. Golden State Warriors. You feel me? The only adding and subtracting really besides the call was KD. You feel me? And
but that's a definite add.
They call was the same. Steph, Clay, Drake. You feel me? And Livingston and those guys. They've been there for years. You feel me?
Right.
The Bucks. Look at them. You feel me? Yeah. Same thing. Like I mentioned, Toronto. Aside from Kawhi, it pretty much was the same call. You switch Kawhi with DeRozan. You feel me? But it's pretty much the same call. Like you look at the Lakers dynasties, you look at the Spurs, same cause. You feel me? Yeah. You even look at the Suns going to the finals. They built that young core there. You feel me? They added Chris Paul, but that young core was built there. Yeah. There was a culture. So like the whole fast turnaround most teams have is not conducive to winning. You feel me? Like you have to have a system. It's easier for guys to come into a system and learn a system, like 1-2 guys, versus you have to teach the whole team at the same time in the system. Right. You feel me? Like everybody else know where they need to be. It's easy for you to fall in line. When nobody knows where to be, it's hard for you to find your place. You feel me?
Yeah, and just the cohesiveness of playing with this teammate for X amount of time. You know what I'm saying? You know his spots.
It's like you don't even have to look, but you know where he gonna be. You feel me? Like that's important. Right. And I also think consistent coaching is important. Yeah. You feel me? I think a lot of onus get put on these coaches, even though coaching is important. Yeah. But if you don't have talent, I don't care how good of a coach you are. Look at Pop. He missed the playoffs like the last few years. Yeah. He's one of the best coaches in the NBA, if not the best coach in the NBA. Yeah. And he missed the playoffs because he didn't have the talent. You feel me? So I think a lot of coaches get fired when they don't even have talent. Like the organization don't provide them with the tools they need and they get fired.
Coach Papa never get fired. That's crazy.
Absolutely. You feel me? He brought them 5 of them things. You feel me? 5 of them things. Yeah. He ain't going nowhere until he ready to go.
Yeah, but no, get into that, Like I was I was looking at it and just the whole success, just getting back into it. the Lakers in Boston, right? They are founding teams. And who else is a founding team? Chicago, right? Philly. Chicago, Philly, Boston, the Bucks, and a few others. And I'm saying
there's 17 of them. Teams.
17. We ain't gonna get into all
Yeah.
of them, right? But I'm saying that to say that the Lakers is up top. They got 17 titles, 32 conference titles, 32 division titles.
You talking about the Lakers?
Yeah. The Lakers, right? Boston, 17, 21, 31. So that means, you know, this is, to me, when you compare it to all the other ones, they dominant. These teams in the NBA have been dominant. Golden State, we watched them rise, and they at 6. So they're number 3, tied with Chicago Bulls with championships. So you got LA, Boston, Golden State, and Chicago, respectfully, right? 17 apiece for LA and Boston. Golden State and Chicago got 6 apiece. Then you got San Antonio, Spurs, they the only one with 5. Then you got Philly, Detroit, and Miami, all tied with 3. Then you got the Knicks, Houston, and Milwaukee tied with 2. Then you got Cleveland, right? Is this correct?
It sounds right to me.
Right.
I ain't look up the history of everybody.
Cleveland only got 1 ring?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So they got Cleveland, Atlanta, Oklahoma, and I guess that was Seattle because it couldn't have been Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Washington Wizards, Portland Trailblazers got 1. Hold on. Shit. Yeah, exactly. When was this? I don't know the exact.
Probably before we was born, man.
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying about the whole us having a podcast called Run the City. Because at one time, these teams having these titles, they ran the city. Some of these teams don't even share. It's like not a 2-team city. You know what I'm saying? You got the Houston Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs. It's clear who run that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I think Brooklyn is, and you have
Dallas too. Dallas is in
Dallas. Yeah, that's a 3-team city. Right?
Well, it's a 3-team state. Those are all individual cities,
right? But you know what I mean, as far as like 3 NBA teams in that state. Yeah,
California is wicked too.
The Sacramento,
Lakers,
Golden State,
Sacramento, Lakers, Golden State, Clippers. Yeah,
4. Yeah, but no, case in point is that's competitiveness.
It's one of the biggest states in the country.
Yeah.
Texas is the biggest state. California is the second biggest.
Yeah. And then you got at the end, you got Phoenix, Utah, Orlando, Brooklyn, Indiana, Denver, Los Angeles Clippers, the Wolves, Pelicans, Grizzlies, Hornets, all with 0 rings. Now we got what? We got Brooklyn. Brooklyn Nets got 2 conference championships. We got 4 division championships. But for the most part, you know, in contrast with the Knicks, the only way we could have any fight in it is if we talking about now. But if you was just talking about comparing franchises to who's the winning and who's the better franchise, we don't have a leg to stand on. This is the truth of the matter, you know. So again, don't come to my page saying I got cat, because even when it don't benefit or make us in a good light, I still get y'all the truth. So again, that being said, right now you can see the temperature changing in the city because who we got on our team. That's just the obvious component of how we gonna be successful or have been successful in these last few seasons, going to the playoffs. And I mentioned all of this, and I brought this list up to say, when you talk about the success of a franchise, they do it based on NBA titles, conference championships, and division championships. That's how they decide who's successful and who's not. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can't win the championship every year, but if you got some conference championships, some division championships,
you still got to win some championships.
Yeah, you do, but it still make you a competitive ball club. You know what I'm saying?
Still got to win some champions.
Yeah,
still got to.
That's why we here. You know what I'm saying? Right. We not here for nothing else. You know what I mean? We here for that. Like I said, when y'all was winning the NBA, we was winning the ABA. Now we about to win it in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And again, I feel like far as franchise is concerned, when I mention these 2 teams, Boston and LA, these teams, I'm pretty sure when I looked at the players that stayed with their team and like got drafted with that team, you got that with the Lakers. With Boston, you got Bird drafted there, retired there. You got Lakers drafted there, retired there. So again, like we were saying,
generational talents,
right? But
they were blessed with a lot more generational talents. You feel me? Kev, what's good, Playboy?
Yo, what's good?
What's up?
I just want to say there's always cap in your rap all the time,
man.
Especially after you try to compare Cam Thomas and Allen Iverson and try to say I put words in your mouth when
No.
you know that was the truth.
No, what I said was both of them averaged 23 points in college.
Yeah, but you still
That's it.
compared them, which is
Bro.
straight cap, bro.
Bro,
like,
no, Kosu.
You comparing
didn't-
these guys
I didn't
to like
compare
players
them.
that were great, bro.
I
Like
didn't-
this guy hasn't even played one
I'm
single
talking about
game
their college
in the NBA
career.
yet. One single game, and you mentioning these guys with players that like are super great, bro.
So why y'all ain't mentioning
That's
McBride?
That's crazy, bro.
Who would you compare
don't say
McBride
that,
with?
I don't get it, bro. I really
We-
don't.
Yeah, y'all don't
confident-
compare
You see,
McBride with
I don't know,
nobody.
We
you
confident
have
in
when
our
you
player,
mention
but
this guy
we
with
ain't
those
gonna
great
jump out the
players.
window and compare him with greats. That's the difference.
Bro, what I'm saying is it feasible. I'm not saying nothing crazy. I say he could have a rookie year like Kobe. Kobe had 15 minutes and averaged 7 points. I said Cam Thomas could do that. I said Cam Thomas averaged the same much points as AI did in college. The only difference is, which is a big difference, is that AI played more games than AI. I mean, AI played more games than Cam Thomas in college. So, I mean, when you look at what I'm saying, I don't see how you could fit Cap in that. That's basically what I read. Like, I'm not adding to that. That's just what it is. And shout out to Coastal Brooklyn kid because he brought it to my attention. And the significance of the AI Cam Thomas comparison was both of them got playmaking ability. And I agree with that.
Right. All right. Well, I think that's cap. But anyway, y'all have to the show because y'all be easy.
All right,
All right,
later,
Kev.
All right, man.
Yeah, but
So yeah, man, y'all could try to call about Cat. Shout to Nicovelli, shout to Kev, shout to JJ Jackson. But it get dangerous. You see the warm welcome I gave Nicovelli, but he know it's
it
love.
was dangerous for what does he be talking about?
Yo,
like,
man.
like I sit here and I hear everything that's be saying, and he be thinking that he be doing damage on something, and I'm like, what?
All right. So what I'm saying, think about the rebuttal. The rebuttal. He said, "Yo, you got that broom," and he's like, "Yo, you got to get hired or something like that with a jar with the broom." And I'm like, "Yo, that's the same broom that we swept y'all with." My rebuttal is fire.
That was.
You know what I'm saying? On the spot, my rebuttal is fire. Shout to DNA, man. Like, what I'm trying to tell you is this. When it come down to Knicks fans, I ask y'all to tread lightly because I give y'all the facts. I give y'all always say I don't respect y'all, but I just gave y'all stats to show y'all in the light where where I respect y'all. But I'm saying that's not the climate of what's going on right now. Like right now, we run the city. Like
That's
we
cap.
a better team, and y'all
don't-
was about to lay down until y'all got rolled.
You have to win something here to run something here.
We just
You
won
feel
the
me?
games we played, y'all.
Y'all have to win something here. You have to hang up a banner, have a parade in the city or something.
That's
You
gonna
feel me?
happen.
You
But we
think
taking it
it's a
one game at a time.
possibility. It's a possibility,
We taking it one
but
game at
it
a
hasn't
time.
happened. So how you gonna talk about you run? That's like wanting to be like, yo, listen, I got the potential to do a really great job. Pay me now. But pay me now. Before I
Nah,
do the
we-
work,
no.
pay me because I got the potential to do the job.
Nah,
But I want my money now, though.
I'm not saying
Nah,
pay us
bro.
now. We going through. We
Nah,
taking it one
that's
game
how
at
you.
a
That's
time.
what I'm saying. You can't run the city until you actually put in the work. You feel me?
Running the
Winning
city
a
not
champion.
just about the championship.
It
And that's
is.
the only legs y'all got. That's
It
why you keep
is.
saying that. We
It
beat y'all in the
is.
sweep.
It is, but where's the banner that hang up for that? Where's the
No,
parade?
I'm saying
Where's the
in the
parade
city.
in the city?
All right, so
where's
what
the
I'm saying is-
parade? Where's the ticker tape parade for sweeping the Knicks? Please. What banner that goes up in your
just got
arena
bragging
that
rights.
says
We got bragging
we
rights.
swept the Knicks? So we run the city because we swept the Knicks. No, bring
we
a
had more
championship,
home
dog.
wins. We had
Bring a
more. That
championship.
means when teams come from out of town and they say, where you going to have a smile and a frown, they look around and see when they come to Bucktown, they leave down. And when they
You
go
said when they go
across
to Bucktown. Nah,
that Brooklyn,
when Bucktown, only Bucktown I know is in Milwaukee, and they
When
beat
they-
y'all.
listen,
So
when they go to the Knicks,
y'all
they
left
win
with
more.
the frowns.
when they go to the Knicks, they win more. When they come to the Barclays, they lose more.
Yeah, listen.
We protect home more.
We
make-
listen.
You know what I'm saying? That's what
listen.
happens.
Y'all got to win something here, bro. Before you
will.
talk about y'all,
We
then
will. We taking it
hypothetically,
one game
maybe,
at a time.
Maybe there's a
Will
potential.
y'all win y'all first game?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Who y'all play?
I forget off of him. But
Come on.
I forget off of him. But we're gonna probably win. You feel me? Like, but
Probably.
you,
I don't sound confident.
bruh, probably win is definitely confident.
But y'all
You
not
feel
gonna
me?
be confident till
But-
2024, right? So
Well,
just
for
let
us
us,
to-
y'all just
For us to win,
That's what y'all feel.
that's the projection for us to win the championship. Absolutely, you feel me? But
until then we will.
y'all won't win. I don't think y'all gonna win. I don't think
I think
I don't
we
think
will.
y'all won't
I
win.
believe so.
You feel me? So yeah, again, you trying to get paid for work you ain't do yet.
No, I said we'd be taking this one game at a time. We not trying to rush nothing.
Yeah, listen,
It's just a simple fact that the energy is still with the Brooklyn Nets.
that's cap.
bro.
That's cap.
They saying we
That's
gonna win.
cap.
That's what they saying. The news, the internet, the whole every outlet you could mention, they even got the Bucks, which I thought was weird. They said they ain't even got the Bucks winning it next year. And respectfully, I would say,
I
you
think
would at least gotta expect some type of fight from the
I
Bucks.
think
You know
the
what
East.
I mean?
I think the East got better. You feel me?
Yeah, Miami.
Entirely, and the Bucks didn't. You feel me? Like that's where I think that stands.
That's
you
true.
feel me? The East got better as an entirety, and the Bucks did. So I think that's where that comes from.
No, that's a valid point
And
because Miami
Even if
got
they
way better.
even if they do manage to beat y'all again, they not gonna beat LA. You feel me? So then that's where I don't think they win the championship. Like it's just too many obstacles.
we play them too. We played them in the preseason, the very first preseason
Yeah.
game. That's gonna be a tough game too. I seen a quote from Carmelo and he was like, I was satisfied with my career without winning the championship. Now I feel like I gotta win it. So we gotta deal with that.
Yeah, but listen, Melo's gonna be on demon time.
Yeah,
You
so
feel me?
we know what to expect. You know what I mean?
You know how I feel about Melo. Once a Nick, always a Nick. That's my guy. You feel me? So when the Knicks not playing, let's go Melo. You feel me?
Yeah, man. I don't expect nothing but the best to come out of the West with LA. Like I expect them to, they first round exit with Phoenix. That's not really they cloth. That's not their body for real. So I know they feel like they got something to prove. You know what I mean? I just, especially with the way. I don't see Phoenix beating LA in the first round again. I don't see LA versus Phoenix in the
That's
first
what I'm
round.
about to say. Like, that's not going to happen. I think
Yeah.
LA is definitely going to finish top 3. I think they might do quite a bit of player resting. You feel me?
Yeah.
Load management.
Have to.
I mean, they
got some young players.
That's what I'm saying. They got some young players, but they have so much veteran players that there's teams that they match up really well against where they could rest a lot of their players and still come out with the W. You feel me? Because they just that pause deep. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
we got some young players too, man. A lot of people like, oh, y'all got the big 3, all of them in their prime. You ain't got no youth on your team. We do though. We got Sakul. We let Jaleel Okafor go. We got DC. Oh man, out of respect, I say his name one time and then I'm done. His name is Devontae Kakak. All right, so. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's it, man. Out of respect, out of the profession, I'm trying to be a professional.
Yo.
You can't be scared to say these guys' names.
Yo,
I was watching the highlights, and the guy, he was enthusiastic saying his name. Who am I? It's his name. I gotta respect his name.
Listen, bro. I call Obi-Wan.
Yeah, just that one time.
Yeah,
but
Obi-Wan.
this is why players get nicknames. I'm not going to be saying this every episode. We're going to call him DC from now on. You know what I'm saying? His name is DC. He's a Brooklyn Net, and his name is DC. The significance of me saying that is that he played well in the G League, and we want to give him a shot. I think the same potential we seen in AJ Alize Johnson, we see in DC. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all traded. Well, no, y'all ain't re-signed him.
Yeah, he went to Chicago.
Y'all barely gave him burn.
Nah, we didn't. We
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Listen, again, I feel like a lot of times we did let players go. We let Bernard King go. He won a chip with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So there's times that the organization knows that you got to build around players certain times. You know what I mean? You can't just let all players go because they leave and then they play good. When I look back at the Kenny Anderson, Kendall Gill trade, I'm like, all right, whatever. That's business. Kenny Anderson might be your favorite player, but you could see what they were doing with the organization. Some things make sense, some things don't. We didn't want DC to leave. DC left because he wanted out. And we got Sean Bradley for him. So who won that trade. You know what I'm saying?
Bradley.
Yeah. Players got power now, you know what I'm saying? And
I don't know why anybody in the right mind would trade for Sean Bradley. He was forever trash. the tallest, most bummiest guy that ever stepped on the court. You know, now I won't say ever stepped on the court because people fail to realize how hard it is to play in the NBA. I don't care. The worst player on the worst team in the NBA, saying listen, get scrubbed bad. You feel me? I'll be left on -0, -10. They'll have takeaway points the way I'll probably lose.
That's probably how I do you.
That's cat.
Well, no,
if
that's cat. Basketball, I'll probably do you on -7.
That's super cat.
Shit like that.
That's super cat. Super cat. I don't think you're good at basketball. You can't beat me. I know this.
Know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro.
What you gonna do with me, bro?
What are you talking about? What I'm taking you to the rack, bro. What are you talking about? Take you straight to the rack. Take you straight. He was on your team too. So why you disrespectful? You being disrespectful. He was on your team too.
I say you play like
yo, listen, bro. I'm going to give you work. That's what I'm saying.
Nice. I got that bad to say about.
I'm gonna give you work. To me, you just can't be good at basketball, bro.
Please,
like I just don't believe you're good at basketball.
You can think
I just don't believe it until you get on the court and prove me otherwise, and that's just going to remain what I believe, that you're not good at basketball. I told you whenever I'm with all the smoke, you feel me, and I'm just waiting on you. So until that day, you're not good at basketball in my eyes.
All right, we're gonna see, because I can't have this blasphemy
that's all I'm saying
about me not knowing how to play basketball. Becoming a rumor,
you know,
especially
be bad
on the internet.
You know what? You don't be bad funny, right? It be guys who's taller than me like him that think, "Oh, what you gonna do with me? You too short." And then they get on the court, and I give them the business, and they be like,
yeah,
I was taking it easy on you," and then they a whole lot of excuses, bro. You feel me? That's what's gonna happen, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you good at basketball. Just because you tall, don't mean you're good at basketball.
Kid,
nah.
There wasn't no grown man.
I've been giving out work for a very long time, Playboy. I've been giving out work for a very long time, Playboy.
Yo, listen, I'm not scared, man.
Yo, listen.
I'm ready, bro.
I used to be the guy that showed up to the court in jeans and hand out work. You feel me? Because that's what it was like, bro.
Oh man,
I didn't even need to put on athletic gear. I was handing out work in jeans.
Okay.
And you know, back in the days we wear baggy jeans at that.
Okay. We'll see.
Word. We will see once you get on the court. You feel me? Like, that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that, bro. Like,
all right, we'll see.
You gonna ask me what I would do with him? I've been trying to get him on the court forever.
I just don't see it happening,
forever.
I don't, man. I realistically,
you double tape your ankles, bro. Yeah, when you got in court, double tape your ankles, bro. Listen, I don't want to be responsible for no injuries.
I play
man.
Defense too. Like,
that's cool.
I play defense.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying, I might let you take an open jumper and see if you can even shoot the ball.
First of all, don't do that. You feel me? First of all, don't do that.
Yeah, you probably shoot the ball like Sean Marion or some
cat,
shit. You know
that's super cat. My form is immaculate, bro. My form is immaculate,
we gotta
bro.
see if you could play.
Yo, listen, I know I could play. I just don't believe you could play. You feel me? Like,
man, listen. All I know is when it come down to competition, right? This NBA competition, and then like me versus T-Time is like superstar Mo versus rookie level or the video game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear a lot of talk.
You know what I mean?
I hear a lot of talk, but the invitation has still been out there. The invitation has been out there all summer. All summer. We've been talking about play. The invitation's out there. I hear all this vibrato and talk. All right, get on the court.
We're gonna get to it.
Get on the court.
Because
I'm about to Yo, Rocco, I told boy he got to double tape his ankles when he step outside, bro. This is about to get real treacherous. It's about to get real treacherous.
It's
about to get real treacherous, bro.
You know what I'm saying, I hear all of this.
It's about to get real treacherous, bro. Like, listen, bro. That's all I'm saying. This come to the court, bro. This it.
I am.
It's it. That's
it. I'll be there for sure. I'll be there,
bro.
For sure, I'll be there. And
they be like that short shit fool them, son. I be telling them.
I'm just saying.
They be letting this short shit fool them.
Like I ain't scared.
They be like that short shit fool them, and I be like, I told you. I've been playing tall niggas all my life. All my life. I've been short all my life. You think it's the first time somebody's been taller than me on a basketball court?
I like the confidence, man. Listen, man, they saying we got the best player in the league. They got KD number 1. They got like LeBron number 2, But I ain't think Giannis number 2. I ain't think they was gonna give it to KD. Like,
You knew they was gonna give it to KD.
yeah, he is the best. Most seasons averaging 25 points per game in NBA history. You got LeBron James with 17, Michael Jordan with 12. Well, everybody else got 12. You know what I'm saying? That's impressive. Because Michael
I
Jordan,
don't even like
Kobe
Michael
Bryant,
Jordan
and
name
Kevin
being in that
Durant.
conversation. You know why? Because Michael Jordan averaged way over 25 points a game.
Mhm.
You feel me? So like it's kind of like diminishing
They
what
saying
Michael Jordan
over
was doing.
25,
I
yeah.
know, but just to put him
It's
in
a
that bracket,
vague- it's a
yeah,
vague
like
look at what he
Michael
do.
Jordan has a career average of 30 points a game, son. You feel me?
Yeah.
Only person in NBA history to do that. Like, so to be like, yeah, KD got more 25 points, bruh. But when Michael Jordan was playing, he was averaging 30 points
Nah.
every year.
Yeah, nah, he was a beast.
No, he not. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, what you said?
LeBron's still the GOAT.
Stop.
LeBron's still the GOAT. You listen, man.
I give LeBron props for what he do. He gave he gave power to the players, and he basically said, "Yo, these teams don't own you. You want to be loyal to your career or loyal to this team? What's best for you?" And I like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a trailblazer when it comes to that.
The only thing I don't like is the buyout market.
You don't
and,
think so?
and I don't like the buyout market and demanding for trades. I feel like there should be some kind of honor in having to honor your contract. You decided to sign that contract. You feel me?
What?
No, for himself, he never forced himself off a team.
Bro, he forced that Pelican trade for Anthony Davis to come there.
Every team with a superstar like that.
Bro.
No matter what you think, KD and Kyrie run the Nets. Look at what they
Absolutely, all day in America.
Yeah,
absolutely, all day in America.
They got pull. I will say players do have pull, and
so, but what I'm saying is,
yeah,
I just think that it should be some kind of level of honoring your contract. You decided to sign that length of a contract with that team. If you felt like you wasn't confident enough to be with that team for that long, then don't sign that many years. You feel me? But to go, yeah, I'm gonna take all your money, and then I'm gonna go, trade me. I don't want to be here.
I don't know. I think the teams don't. I don't think the teams have integrity neither when it comes to that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think what LeBron did was become vocal about negotiations and what goes on, and that kind of stirred the pot. Where players is like, I am going to get the big bag, and if y'all don't build around me, I'm gonna just go elsewhere, because the teams would do them dirty. If you watch The Last Dance, they did Scottie Pippen dirty.
Scottie did himself dirty.
But hold on, I'm just saying that
he signed that contract.
But what I'm saying
is the owner of the Bulls told him, "Hey, I don't think you should sign this contract. But if you do, don't come back to me for renegotiation." Who got done dirty?
Nah, I know. Listen, when you listen to Scott, when you listen to one side, you say, yeah, that's his fault. But when you listen to his story, he like, yo, it's easy to say that, but I got mouths to feed.
I understand.
So
that.
no, hold on. But
that's still not them doing him dirty, because he decided to take care of the mouths in his house.
I'm saying is he wasn't in position to negotiate. Sometimes superstars don't be in position to negotiate, especially early in their career, if they haven't won it yet.
Well, if we're talking about the Scottie
contract before he won it,
if we talk about the Scottie Pippen deal, the owner himself told Scottie Pippen, "Hey, I don't think you should sign this contract because it's too many years." What position was he not in to say, "Oh, you're right. Maybe we should do a shorter deal"? But he decided that securing that kind of a bag for a long period of time was right for him at the moment. The owner told him, "Do not come back and try to negotiate this contract." He still signed it anyway.
I think it's bullshit. I think once he started, because again, without Jordan and Pippen, this organization has nothing.
This is true.
But I think he should have leverage once he started winning.
No, not after you signed the deal.
Nah, that's a stiff.
If the owner telling you,
what LeBron do. I like what KD do.
If the owner is telling you, if the owner of the team is looking you in your face and telling you, I don't think you should sign this. I don't think it's a good deal for you. You feel me? And it was a different time. And the owner is telling you, "I don't think it's a good deal for you because it's too much years." You feel me? But back then, they were signing freaking 8-year deals.
Out of college, too.
Yo,
these deals was right out of college. So that was, again, I feel like that's the organization leaning on the player to get the most production out of the player for the less amount of money.
Well,
and that's
but
why they
back
had to
then too-
restructure the contracts. in
back
the first
then too,
place.
the NBA wasn't making that kind of money like that. You feel me? Like the Bulls years, like the mid '90s.
Okay.
They started with Jordan.
It weren't.
No,
They-
the Jordan
Jordan
is
got
probably
the biggest bag.
Right.
Yeah.
He was probably the
He got
most
the-
iconic
But before that,
player in the NBA.
But before that, Patrick Ewing had the biggest contract in sports history at that time. Yeah. Now, absolutely.
Yeah, I seen a stat where Jordan made 50 million in 1 year, and the closest thing to that was 25 million.
Yeah,
in 1 year,
and that was money old. You feel me? Like
money old, right? Because of his production for the team.
That was after his contract was up, though. You feel me? Right. He got that contract after his contract was up. You feel me? Scotty signed a very long contract for a little bit of money. You feel me? My point is the owner is telling you this is too many years. You should not sign this contract because it's too many years. And he's like, well, I need the bag because I got to feed people. Bro. That's not the owner's fault because you have mouths to feed. You feel me? Like, especially when they telling you, don't sign the contract.
So why they giving them the contract if they don't want them to sign the contract? Like they playing both sides of the fence. That's corny shit.
I'm not saying you're
like
wrong.
So
I'm saying like, so what was the other option then that was given to him?
They could have negotiated years.
Krause didn't even like Pippen. My point is this. Hold on. My point is this. Players having power is important.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not.
No, but I'm just saying
like
what
Shaq.
my point is. My point is, if you're a player and you play at a high caliber, if you have the position to make the best decision for your career, whether it be i.e. KD or LeBron or whatever, do it. Because the organization going to lean on you to get the most production out of you anyway.
Fact.
So, case in point is, not only did Jordan and other players become business savvy, they start shaking. You see what Jordan at now? He got part ownership. He like, I gave so much to this league. Ain't no way I ain't bigger than just a player. And I'm saying that's because of pay me. You owe me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's outside of basketball too.
So my thing,
no,
also,
it's not outside of basketball. He owns a league. He owns a team. He got shares.
The way how he got the bread to be able to own the team was from outside of basketball.
You mean Jordan's?
Yeah.
Remember,
but that's a Philly. You wouldn't know about Nike without NBA. But you wouldn't know about Nike if it wasn't the NBA. Let's be realistic.
So my point wasn't to say that like players shouldn't have power, but what I'm saying is there should be some kind of some kind of integrity to sticking to the contract you signed. You feel me?
And I think got to do it too.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I think it's very trash how they be trading these players. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think it definitely should be a conversation before trades happen. You feel me? Like, hey, yo, this is not working out for us. Yeah, that's super trash. Yeah. Finding out that you got traded on Twitter or in the interviews. I seen the interview. DeMarcus Cousins found out he got traded, and he was like, in the middle of an interview.
Yeah.
He was like, he said, "Whoa, word! Oh wow, that's crazy."
Right. Yo, I was looking at the stats.
Niggas be on the bench at games.
Word. I was looking at the stats of Patrick Ewing. He only had 2 more seasons after the Knicks. Y'all couldn't pay him. Pathetic.
Bro, no.
Here you go.
No.
He only had 2 more seasons. Y'all couldn't pay him for 2 more seasons.
The only reason why he had 2 more seasons because nobody else wanted him. Because he was damaged goods. You feel me?
Without Patrick Ewing, y'all had nothing.
Bro, listen.
And besides the 2 ships,
and again, you said Patrick Ewing got more than his share of bread. I told you this already.
No, he did.
At one point, Patrick Ewing was the most paid player in sports. You feel me? Not just the NBA. He was the highest paid player in sports.
I'm saying for 2 years, y'all could have.
Patrick Ewing got his bread. You feel me? And then it was coming down to the end of his career. He tore his freaking Achilles as a 36-year-old man. He tore his Achilles as a 36-year-old man with bad knees, and he wanted to continue playing, and the organization wanted to go elsewhere. You feel me? Like, yo, Nicovelli, bro. I'm really trying to keep to this.
I'm touching this Knick fan soul right now.
We're really trying to keep to this 1 call per episode.
Right.
Anything you got, you want to take up with a big fan Breezy, you could take it. You know he gonna go vlog after this. You feel me? You know he gonna vlog after this. I appreciate you and your enthusiasm, bro. But we trying to keep the honor of one, because if we do it for you, we're gonna have to do it for everybody, bro.
Yep.
And I can't do that. I'm not trying to have net fans call up here 2-3 times. I'm not
my
fit.
guy Angelo Blue.
You feel me? I'm not fit, because Angelo Blue would definitely call up here 4 times. Yo, Nigga Valley, I appreciate you, Brody, but I can't, bro.
I'll be touching. I told you. He still chat.
Yo, Nigga Valley, I can't.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Now, but like I was saying, the reason why Patrick Ewing didn't get that contract, he tore his Achilles. 36-year-old man, bad knees. The organization wanted to go elsewhere.
Shame.
Like, he should have retired that year, honestly, because if you look at the 2 years he played, they weren't good. It was almost a tarnish to his legacy playing those 2 years. They weren't good. You feel me? And I love Pat, greatest nigga of all time. But truth is truth. 36-year-old man tore an Achilles, bad knees.
All right.
He should have retired at Nick.
All right, so let's
in there.
All right, so cool. I'm off that. I'm off trolling you about that. Let's get into some other shit, right? Because this is what's important. And I was doing this thing where I call myself fourth quarter breezy, because I was vlogging, and a lot of the games we lost was because of the fourth quarter. Like, we'd be playing great, and then we'll play catch up sometime, but it wouldn't be enough to win the game. And that's how it happened. So, I went to the clutch. Like I said, we was top with 27 wins. And to be specific, clutch time points in the NBA. The NBA defines clutch time points as the final 5 minutes of a game with a point difference of 5 or fewer. So y'all wasn't on the list. And I said that to him. He's like, oh, whatever. All right, whatever. But the point is, you want to pull out those tough games. Huh?
We weren't.
No.
You said top or
top 5. The top 5 clutch wins.
So
like
Larry Johnson didn't make that list.
Larry Johnson.
He talking about last season.
Oh, my folks made like all the time. I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying. Oh, you talking about grandmama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-point play. Madison Square Garden. Rocket.
Yeah. No, I'm just discussing the top teams, and how they. When you look at these stats, you see what winning team is in this stat. We was up there number 1. Bucks was high in the rebounds. You know what I'm saying? But again, getting back to the clutch, it's pretty much the final 5 minutes of a game with 5 minutes of 5 or fewer points. And I feel like with our team, we got those clutch players, guys that we trust the ball in their hands. You want the ball in KD hands. You want him shooting the ball. We might not want Cam Thomas shooting the ball realistically in the last 5 minutes. We wouldn't put him in that situation. He's not a starter. He's not going to be in situations where he might have the last shot like a RJ Barrett. That's not his role. His role is going to be significant to, I guess, maintain the score or don't let them take the lead. You feel what I'm saying? But essentially, we want to be going to the second unit when we got the lead by maybe 5 or 10 points. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to put Cam Thomas or any rookie in a situation where they got to come back to tie it. You feel what I mean? So again, we're gonna have a high firepower offense with the big 3 that we got. And again, we're gonna go to Cam Thomas for offense. But I only mention that to say we got guys to play in the clutch, and we got guys like Cam Thomas to kind of maintain, Patty Mills to kind of maintain the lead, Bruce Brown to kind of play defense, maintain the lead. Because certain players got roles and they do certain things. You don't expect Bruce Brown to go in the game and take the lead. You feel what I mean? He's not that type of player. You go in there to protect. He goes in there to protect the lead. And I think that's what we did with the second unit a lot. We got players that can protect the lead. You know what I mean? Instead of when the big 3 sit down, if we just let them take the lead because we ain't got no scoring power and we don't have no defense.
They're never, all 3 of them, never going to sit at the same time.
But realistically, we went through injuries last year. So I only put it in that conversation for that. And we watch Harden, play with the rest of the players, rest of his teammates. Or, we watch one of the big 3 play with the rest of the teammates. And that happened a few times. Most times it was 2. And I think we got more games out of Kyrie and Harden than we did with Kyrie and KD, or Harden and KD. The 2 that was paired up the most, I think, was Kyrie and Harden, and then maybe Kyrie and KD, if I'm correct. But case in point is, like you said, they're not going to always be on the floor at the same time, and they'll interchange it with the roster and whatnot. But to reiterate my point, we got players that know their role, veterans that know their role, and somebody gonna get cut. And I think it's Bembry. You know, I think Bembry gets cut, and I think we keep Sakou in DC. He's fighting for a spot too. Yeah,
Angelo was good.
Yo,
what's good, fellas?
Yo.
I just called to tell you guys y'all doing a good job.
Appreciate
all right,
you.
who run the city though?
Nation run the city. Patty Mills gonna run circles around that whole Nick.
Ah, bro, you tripping.
Yeah.
Solomon, handle that boy
exactly.
next.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing right now, man.
Yo, T, I got love for you too, man. Just don't let me see you in the Barclay, baby.
Yo, listen, only time I'm gonna be there if the Knicks is playing. You already know the vibes. Well, I don't know.
Baby.
I'm not vaccinated, so I can't be there. I
All
won.
right, later. Pull up.
Yo.
Thanks for calling, man. Brooklyn
Yo,
Nets run the city.
listen. First of all, Patty Mills can't fuck with none of our guards.
Stop it.
That's facts.
But to add to what I was saying, he's another one. Maintain the lead. You don't necessarily have to take the lead, protect the lead, maintain it, keep it in a 5-point game. You know what I'm saying? No more than 10-point game. And that's what we did with the second unit. We got a bunch of veterans, you know, Shamit, TLC, all these guys that we went to on offense in the second unit last season were young guys. And they didn't know what to do. If it was up to me, I would have played Mike James and AJ more. But you know, Nash is the coach. We gotta respect what he do and don't do. But I don't agree with everything that Nash does. And regardless of the rosters and the teammates, we need Nash to, you know, be more forward with his X's and O's. I would like to see him draw up some plays. It'd be nice to see him do some more coaching.
The gift and the curse when it comes to you having like dominant offensive players.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches really don't be drawing up that much X's and O's because you got guys that could just go out and flat out score. You feel me? Like, well, what I got? Listen, I got James Harden, KD, and Kyrie Irving. What the hell I'm drawing up an X and an O for? Right. Yo, go get a bucket.
Yeah, I think
go get a bucket.
Yeah.
But in times where there are only one of them on the court, definitely more play calling need to be happening.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
I definitely feel like sometimes. Coach Tibb relied on
Rose.
Randall a lot to make something
facilitate
happen
the
versus you know, drawing up a play. Like the play will be give it to Randall on the wing. Randall waits to see to the what the double team is coming from, and he kicks it to the open man. That was most of the offense last year. You feel me?
Yeah.
Versus there being a design play to get RJ Barrett going to the basket or design play. But our shooters are more like catch and shoot guys. I don't know if them running around would work too well. But even when Burks got on the court and Julius Randle went to the bench, it was like Burks doing a lot of dribbling to score off the dribble. It wasn't really much play calling. We did a lot of high pick and rolls, but yeah. But that's just the way Coach Tibb coach offense, and I think that's why we got these other guys on the squad to help with, you know, how he coach offense. Like he need guys to go out and be able to get their own bucket, and we got a lot of that. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh man, it said every time when they would call my name, I kept hearing New York Knicks instead of Seattle Supersonics. Ouch! Because he used to play for the Supersonics. And when they would call his name, he would just remember before the Garden did him dirty, and he played for the New York Knicks. This is an actual quote.
Yeah, the Knicks ain't doing
Patrick
dirty,
Ewing.
man. He should have retired.
This is crazy. This is why I say even with the new rules that he's going to be okay. James Harden, most 3-point fouls drawn, he got 521.
But you know why?
That's crazy.
And the reason why he got that many is because the reason they had to create the new rule. Because
that's a fact.
He used to do that flopping and stopping in front of people. That's why he got those fouls, bro. They made it perfectly and plainly clear that the reason for the new part of the reason for the new rule is James Harden. Not only because of him, but part of the reason is because of him. You feel me?
All right. Chronology of teams. I wanted to get into this. The Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks are the two NBA teams that started and still play in the same NBA city and have the same team name. Never change. 11 franchises. What I was discussing earlier, it was Boston, Providence, New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Washington formed the East Division, and Cleveland, Detroit, Toronto, Chicago, and St. Louis, the West Division. And you know, That's just the teams. If y'all didn't know, those were the teams that the 11 franchises that it was what they was the BAA, and then they got formed formed into the NBA, resulting August 3rd 1949, 6 surviving teams from the National League joined the BAA. The resulting 17 team league is renamed the National Basketball Association, the NBA. So if you didn't know that, now you know. And what else we got for y'all? Again, I'm gonna just talk to Joe Harris real quick, bro. Let me talk to you real quick. Now, I was hard. Pause. Hold on.
Yo, that
Hold
was
on.
crazy.
I was rough when you first when you in the playoffs, when you missed that when you missed that shot, right? Missed those shots. But
now you tried to get that man out of Brooklyn, bro.
When I yeah, I did. When I, calmed down, I realized we went out and fixed rebounding and defense, because it shows regardless how powerful our offense is, we're gonna need rebounding and defense. So you can't have offense at 100 and rebounds and defense at 20. You know what I mean? We gotta step that up. And I like that. I like that we did that. We made essential pickups. And right now we got like 16 players in 15 spots. So the players that's going to be playing in the preseason, in training camp, is fighting for a spot. And that's going to be fun, because when you got to compete to play, when you actually do play, you're going to give it your all. And that's what we need. We hungry. We, far as a team on the come up, we at the bottom, and us winning this year can turn things around. We watched Golden State do it in our era. We watched the Chicago Bulls doing it in our era. And I think the Brooklyn Nets are next. I think we have a dynasty like the Warriors or the Bulls.
Nope.
Yeah. I do.
I think the NBA is better than both of those dynasties. You feel me? Like there's more parity. You feel me? Like the teams around them are better. You feel me? Like
no, it's definitely competitive now.
Yeah, but anyway, talk to my Knicks fans real quick. I want to express to y'all the importance of Jericho Sims, right? He's going to go down and probably play in the G League. But the reason why this is important, they're keeping him ready, because we do know Mitchell Robinson and Noel has an extensive injury history. You feel me? So now you still have an uber athletic center that can rebound and defend. Maybe he still has some learning to do because he's a rookie, but well enough to kind of soften the impact of us losing one of those guys and not having Taj Gibson play 30 minutes, because that's just not ever going to work for us. You feel me? Like as hard as he plays at his age, you know what I mean? That's not going to work for us. You feel me? So Jericho Sims is going to be super important to us this season, because that gives us the depth that we need in the front court, just in case one of our big men get injured. And that was a problem for us last year, because it was rare that both of those guys, being Mitchell Robinson and Noel, were on healthy at the same time. You feel me? Like it was either one or the other. When Mitchell Robinson got healthy for that short period of time, Noel was hurt. You feel me? And then when Noel came back, Mitchell Robinson got hurt. And we had to lean on Taj Gibson way too much. Jericho Sims is going to be important because he's young. The man could jump literally out the gym. And watching him in the summer league and watching him impact plays going towards the rim without leaving his feet was very impressive. You feel me? And that's something that we need. And he can get up there and literally snatch the ball out the sky. So that he's going to be important for us this season, Jericho Sims, keeping him ready in the G League.
58-24 was what they predicted for us. What you predict for y'all?
Somewhere in the 45 range.
Okay. They get you. What's that good enough for? What's he?
I don't know. Like it's hard to tell you what number.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
My
that's
joint.
Fair.
I'm thinking we're gonna end up somewhere between 3 and 5.
I think yeah.
The fact that they got Boston Celtics ahead of us, most people they smoking brack.
I ain't never even hear that.
They smoking the brack, bro.
Yeah, I ain't hear that. But my Nets fans,
we didn't hear that Nah,
They
there
were.
are a lot of people who got Boston
What?
ahead of
Because of
us. which is-
Schroeder?
Bro, it makes no sense to me. Like Schroeder is not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
I know he gonna be. I know he gonna be playing for that bag though.
Yeah, he need to. He should have been paying for that bag last year. You feel me? Like, but anyway, like, granted, Jason Tatum is a hell of a player. You feel me? Really good, top tier player. You feel me?
Mhm.
Jaylen Brown is not too far behind him, but the rest of the team to me is not it. You feel me? Gordon Hayward is not who he used to be. You feel me? Al Horford is up there in age and is not producing the way he used to. You feel me? And
Yeah.
who they signed? What's his name? He was a Knick. I forget his name. Dang, I forget his name.
What position?
Center.
I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Well, anyway, he ain't that good either. You feel me? He's a good offensive rebounder, but he ain't that good as he ain't that good as a player. Like, they ain't really do much to improve their team, and they were below us.
Yeah. So hold on. And our division is the Nets, the Knicks, the Celtics, Toronto, and Philly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it's at the cream of the crop. I heard Ben Simmons got traded early. I don't know how true it is.
I ain't hear that.
Yeah, I don't know how true it is.
I ain't hear that.
But real
They
quick,
gonna have to though, because the man said he ain't even showing up to training camp.
yeah, shit, it's getting spicy. I heard somebody else is about to make a move too. Shit, who was it? It was a guard too, a point guard. Say he might go to Philly too. Nice. I forget who he was, but he gonna be a problem if he go to Philly.
Yo, did you hear Shaq and Charles Barkley take on Ben Simmons? Hilarious.
Nah, but hold on, Nick Wright, he's talking spicy. He said that the representation said Kyrie Irving want to be a net or retire. What I'll say to that is, hopefully it's true. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want him to get traded. I don't even want no conversation about him getting traded. So, he got family in Jersey, went to high school out here. So his roots is out here. Same thing with JJ Redick, but he's not on the team. But he was talking about coming to the team.
Yeah.
But players, they do that. They be wanting to play at home sometime. You know what I'm saying? But
John Wall is still out there too.
That's who it was. John Wall, he said he ain't playing with Houston, and I think they might
they buy him out.
Philly.
No, they're not. No, they traded him. Excuse me. They're trying to trade him. They're not gonna buy him out.
I think he's gonna go to Philly.
But he has a very large contract. You feel me?
Mhm.
With his injury history, I don't know. Like, if team's gonna be willing to give up what is going to take to acquire John Wall. You feel me? Because his contract is so hefty. You feel me? Like, you wouldn't have to. A team would have to give up almost equal that amount to make it fit the contract.
Yeah,
that's either a star player or several players.
Right.
And I don't see anybody doing that for a guy that's gonna probably be injured.
I don't want to stay on it too long because I know we about to. About to dip soon. That add to my point that's why players get the bag too, because they figure like, yo, what if I get injured? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, they probably gonna call it the Dennis Schroeder rule after this.
Now he's not the only one who that happened.
No, I know Spreewell was even worse.
Spreewell was crazy.
Yeah,
he never played an NBA game again after he turned down.
He choked out the coach. You know what I mean? So
that, and it's like, yo, bro, like you said, 18 million. You can't feed your kids with 18 million. What?
Right. All right. Well,
what?
Yeah.
What your kids eating diamonds, bro?
Right. No, see, so certain things like that, I'll be like, all right, I'm taking 18 million.
But shout out to Spree though. He's a Nick, but he was bugging. You was bugging, Spree.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He was bugging. Yo, all right, real quick.
Noel did the same thing in Dallas. This is what part of the reason why he's suing Rich Paul.
Yeah.
You feel me? They was throwing the bag at him, and he turned it down, and damn near played for the minimum for like the next 3-4 years.
Right. So like when you get guys like Jared Allen saying, yeah, I could have helped the Nets win, but whatever. Yeah, he took $100 million. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if he would have helped us win, he would have still got that bag, but he didn't want to chance it. He took the bag while it was there. So I respect it. What I wanted to say is again, I
still think that the Cleveland Cavaliers got him for a bargain, that $100 million. Because his upside.
Yeah,
he has tremendous upside. I don't think he's even scratching the surface on how good he's going to be.
I think he's one of the best,
and I think
in the league now.
Yeah, I think that they got a bargain with him for that $100 million.
Yeah, I compare him to the other guy in Utah. I think
Gobert.
Yeah, like these are defensive big men, and I think I give it to Jared before him because I seen Jared put in work. Like, yo, he was the essential piece out of that core.
Gobert is really that guy on defense.
But
bro.
matching up, just player for player.
Now I seen that game too.
Jared Allen.
I seen that game. I seen that game where Jared was putting work on him. You feel me? I saw that game. But what I'm saying is Gobert consistently is been that guy. You feel me? For years. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like this is his first year being that guy defensively.
Yeah,
like, it's very rare that you see a player that's primary tool on his primary option or skill set on the court is defense. You feel me? Defensive rebounding and get the kind of money that he got. You feel me? Like that. That's rare.
Yeah. Shout out to Ben Wallace. He just got into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He was great. Yeah. I just wanted to listen.
So did Chris Bosh. I think Chris Bosh is probably one of the youngest people who ever got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
You feel me? Because his career was cut short. I think Chris Bosh is still in his 30s.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Chris Bosh is about like 30.
I know he got mad kids.
7-ish. 37, 38. He might be approaching 40.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Bosh, man. He was a monster in Toronto. It's crazy, right? Because I seen Chris Bosh when I did security in the building. Like, he went upstairs to do an interview. He was with his manager. He was this real short guy. He was real cool, real funny and shit. And I seen Chris Bosh. And I was like, yo, take it easy on the Knicks tonight. He kind of gave me like a head nod and smirk and shit. He dropped 2 nickels on him that same night, 55. I was like, he a bad man. Like, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I was trying to tell people that when Chris Bosh went to Miami, I was trying to tell him how good Chris Bosh was.
Yeah.
And why at that time it's kind of unfair because this guy's really good. People try to tell me, no, he's not that good. I'm like, bruh, then you don't watch basketball. Because when he was in Toronto, he was putting up numbers. You feel me? And this is why he took a back seat, but he was still very efficient at what he did.
Yeah.
You feel me? He augmented his game to be more perimeter centric. You feel me? And still had an impact in the paint.
Yeah.
You feel me?
He reminded me of Patrick Ewing for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, don't do that.
But again, shout out to him. He got in the Hall of Fame.
The reason why I say that is because I don't think people realize how, like, non-Knick fans remember how good Patrick Ewing was. Patrick Ewing was a beast.
Yeah, he was.
I'm talking about 50-point games, playoffs. You feel me? Double, triple doubles, playoffs. Patrick Ewing was that guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
There's a reason why he was the highest paid athlete in sports at that time.
Can't retire, Nick. Shame.
Yeah, he should have retired at Nick instead of trying to play 2 more years after tearing the Achilles. Like, what you want?
Yo,
I mean, as a businessman, as much as I love Pat, right? As a businessman, you're 36 years old. You just tore your Achilles, and you already have 2 bad knees, bro. What do you want? Why are you being how they say it? Why are you being weird to me?
Right.
Yo, listen.
You feel me? Like, but I love Pat, but he should have definitely retired in 2000. There was no need for him to play those other 2 years.
Yo, man, I'm
Science and Orlando, yeah.
I'm glad. Yo, if you're gonna do that, pull up to the mic so they can hear you. It's not like he ain't talking to a ghost. Like, your mic is on.
The mic is loud.
Yeah. Let them hear your voice.
Yeah,
at least they can hear your voice. It's like you responding, and I'm looking like I can hear you, but I know they trying to hear what you're saying as well. You know what I'm saying? But I said that to say that, he retired. We thought LaMarcus Aldridge retired. He came back, and we thinking of these are the 5 options we got for starting 5. We got LaMarcus Aldridge starting at 5. We got KD at 4, Joe Harris at 3, Kyrie at 2, James at 1. I like it. The second option is James Harden at 1, Kyrie at 2, Kevin at 3, KD at 3, Blake Griffin at 4, Aldridge at 5. I like it. You got option 3. You got James Harden at 1, Kyrie at 2, Kevin at 3, Paul Millsap at 4, LA at 5. I like that as well. That's a strong starting 5. James Harden at 1, option 4. James Harden at 1, Kyrie at 2, Joe Harris at 3, KD at 4, Blake Griffin at 5. We lost to Milwaukee, and they got a picture right there too. So I don't like Blake Griffin at center. Nah, I'm good. Option 5, we got James Harden at 1, Kyrie Irving at 2, Bruce Brown at 3, KD at 4, and LaMarcus Aldridge at 5. Option 5 probably should be option 1. The only one I didn't like was option 4. and that's what Blake at center. Put him at power forward, KD at 3, put Aldridge at 5. Aldridge and Claxton gotta play 5. I don't want to see Blake Griffin play 5. So what I'm saying is we got stronger at that position, and that's where we, needed help a lot last season.
Aldridge didn't play a lot of 5 in his career. He definitely played a lot of 4.
Yeah, he did.
I think it was a team that wanted him, and he didn't go because he said he didn't want to play 5.
That's probably why he went to the Spurs, because of their big man system.
Yeah.
But Robinson and Tim Duncan.
Timmy played the 4 his whole career. You feel me? Like, which I thought was a cheat code too, because he's 7'1", but hey, like
off the glass,
bro, you 7'1",
off the glass.
Play the 5, bro. Play you 7'1", play the 5, bro.
LeBron's been cheating his whole career. Then, if that's the case,
yeah.
LeBron played the 3 and 4. He played a lot of 3, but a lot of times he be playing the 4. You feel me?
He's a tweener. He could do both, but I like LeBron at 3 better, and I like KD at 4 or 3. Like, for real. But 4, I don't see no. I mean, it's evident that nobody can guard him at the 4 position.
Cool.
KD.
Well, nobody could guard KD, period. So there's that.
Yeah. So again, that's how I think the starting lineup is going to be for our team. I like all those options besides 4. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the playback. What about you? What kind of starting lineup you looking forward to?
Well, I pretty much know what our starting lineup going to be. The only lineup starting 5 that makes sense. You got Kemba at 1, Barrett at 2, Fournier at 3, Randall at 4, Mitch at 5.
Yeah, we're gonna get him.
The only thing that might be interchangeable is Noel and Mitchell. You know what I mean? But other than that, that's it, Playboy. Like,
yeah, I will see. I don't see y'all beating us, but I do see y'all up there. I think y'all will be like 5th seed. I say 5th seed, and the only reason why I knocked y'all down to 5th seed is because I expect Atlanta to be 4th seed, and I expect the Knicks and Miami to fight.
We're gonna cook Atlanta this year.
Think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
They lost anybody? Shit. No, I think they're gonna be strong.
We gain people. That's the part that I'm talking about.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be just as good defensively, and we're gonna be way better offensively. You feel me? Because outside of guarding Trae Young, because Trae Young does what Trae Young does. He did it to everybody he played in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But outside of guarding him, I think we defended really well. You feel me? Like, I think we did pretty outside of guarding him. You feel me? And we struggled on the glass. But outside of that, like, offensively was the biggest part for us. And I think we remedied that. You feel me? Because we have other people we could go to if Julius Randle starts to struggle. Yeah. You feel me? If he starts to struggle, then we could be like, Kemba, your time to shine. You feel me? We could go, hey, Fournier, time to get some buckets. And I'm expecting RJ Barrett to have a huge leap this year. You know, there's a tweet, I forgot his trainer's name, but his trainer trains a lot of stars like Bradley Beal and so on and so forth. He trained him going into last season. One of the knocks on RJ Barrett coming into the season last year was that he couldn't shoot the 3-point shot. In the offseason, they worked on his 3-point shot last year. Okay. And he went from shooting 32% to 40%. You feel me? Now they asked him what they asked the trainer what he's been working on RJ Barrett with this offseason. He with a big exclamation point at the end, shooting off the dribble. I think that's one of the pieces that's been missing to RJ Barrett's game. And if he can do that with the same kind of success that he increased his 3-point shooting percentage, then he's off to the races for that young man. He's already averaging 17 points a game without being able to effectively shoot off the dribble. Now imagine when he get that. He already stepped it up on the defensive end last season. I'm telling you, the success of the Knicks is not only relying on, adding and acquiring new talent. It's about the development of the current talent we have. That's fair. You feel me? Like, we need RJ Barrett to be a 20-plus point a game scorer. You feel me? If we're looking at talking about champions type stuff, we need Emmanuel Quickly to be a Lou Williams type. You feel me?
Yeah.
We need him to be that kind of guy. You feel me? We need, Miles McBride and Quentin Grimes to develop quickly if we're going to talk about championship level stuff. We need Mitchell Robinson to continue to get better. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
as far and acquiring new talent as well. You feel me? But we need the young guys that we have to develop. That's the part about winning that we're talking about further down the road, because we have to wait for our talent to develop.
Nah, that's fair to say. So again, just make sure y'all not in our way and nothing bad that happened to the Knickerbockers. We going for the championship this year, and yeah,
Rude
stay
awakening
clear.
coming this year.
Stay clear. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what we fitting to do.
Y'all gonna have to come and work. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to come and work.
Yo, man. And when we win, I don't want y'all to be a sour apple, man. Shout to Sour Apple Clothing.
So
man.
when
shout out to Born in the Apple. That's what it is. So both apples.
Shout out to
apples.
both of those guys. But when the sweep that you supposedly say that's gonna happen don't happen, when it don't happen, because it's not happening.
It's not guaranteed.
It's not happening.
We take it one game at a time.
So yeah, I mean, when it happens, just know I'm gonna be here ready to talk all the shit in the world, because you and all your net fans on your page have been talking about sweep. That's
what happened though.
Nah, they talking about this year too. So when it don't happen, be prepared for me to come and talk heavy shit. You feel me? Because y'all was talking real crazy over this whole off season.
Hold on, you just want to talk shit just for winning like one game.
Y'all was talking about sweep. We gonna win a game. We gonna win more than one game. But you just wait and see. But I'm coming to talk shit because y'all was talking about sweep.
Everything,
you feel me?
Everything, when you look at it, I mean, even the regular season and the playoff record, it is even Steven. It's dead even, bro. I mean, like 106 to 106.
Yeah.
Playoffs is 5-5. Like this season is going to maybe determine the tiebreaker. You know what I'm saying? But y'all had the lead last season and we swept y'all and caught up. So that's why we confident like that. Because again, like I said, we ain't
I'm not saying y'all not supposed to be confident, but just know with the shit that y'all talked or this whole off season about sweep, when it don't happen,
I'm saying one game at a time. Like we
you've been saying sweep too. Now you talking that one game. No, I'm talking about you talking about next season. You talking about next season too. You said here, man. Thomas said we gonna sweep y'all.
No,
we gonna sweep y'all.
It's possible.
Bro, you wasn't talking about it. That is possible shit. You was talking like it's a definite, bro. Now it's possible. Closer we get into the season. I'm not trying to hear that, man.
You want us to sweep y'all?
No, stick to your guns, bro.
Bro, we
stick to your guns.
It's possible we could sweep y'all.
You wasn't talking like that before. Now we getting closer to the season. Now it's possible. It's possible. Yo, what happened? What happened?
Yeah, well, you was November 30th, man.
You ever watch Four Brothers?
Beans, tomatoes, potatoes.
With Tyrese told Marky Buck told Tyrese about his girl. I thought you're supposed to be a tough guy, a macho man. What happened? What happened?
Listen, I'm taking it one game at a time. And again, I was like this. I see the agenda. What fans like to do is they like to just jump into us talking about the chip. But the truth is, we have to play one game at a time. We play the Knicks 11:30.
Yeah, the tune's been changing the closer we get to the season, right?
That first game, we win that first game.
The tune's been changing the closer we get to the season, right?
What you mean? Because you're not talking about a sweep. Like you're not saying sweep for sweep. So why are you even bringing it up?
Because
like, you talking about sweeping us.
You talking about sweeping our team, and I'm telling you, it's not going to happen.
We swept y'all,
bro. You talking about all this confidence. Now it's one game at a time, bro.
Yeah,
you lucky it's time for us to leave, bro. You lucky it's time for us to leave, bro. Because we
could sweep y'all. It's possible,
bro. Listen, it's possible for me to win the lotto tonight. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta play.
Hey, you never know. You feel me? Like there's a possibility, but you know what I mean? Like, yo, but shout out to everybody on the pull up. Thank y'all for staying, sharing, and tuning in.
Yeah.
All that. Yo, go get your raffle tickets.
Yep.
The link is pinned to the comment section
indeed.
For the instruction on how to enter the raffle.
Share. I can't believe Facebook blocked
you feel me?
Man. It's crazy.
Yo, we had a lot of shares. They was going in. We was like 80 something shares last time I checked.
Right.
Yo, but yeah, yo, into the raffle was $5, man. $5 to get you some really good seats, man. Like you get 2 tickets. You have a possibility of winning 2 tickets for the price of $5.
Yeah,
like,
man. Support my guy, man. Beat it. This the hoodie he made. This shit fire. It got something on the back too.
Yeah, Beat It clothing. Repping them Nick colors. Yeah.
Blue and red.
Yeah, it looked
This is
like orange
blue
to me.
and red.
It looked
Red
like orange
and
to me.
orange, two different colors.
It looked like orange to me.
This is blue and red.
Kind of look like orange to me. Shout out to y'all, man. We out of it. We
Yeah.
out of here.
Imagination.
Swish.